Man, them, we're back. You know what I'm saying? Only Fact Sports, you already know what it is. Man, them in the chat already. Sorry, man, them, I was in the gym. You know what I'm saying? I was in the gym, bro. Man's working on the weight loss thing. You don't know what man's on already. Do you know what I'm saying? Um, don't tell me, let me get through the chats already, bro. Don't tell me Shane is still at the station. It's even worse than that. It's even worse than that. Shane's not even in the country. Shane's not even on the continent, bro. Do you know what I mean? Shane is actually in Jamaica. Shane's all the way in Jamaica right now. We're in zone. We're in round four. Padley versus Botti. It's looked competitive, but I haven't been watching it quickly. I got in quickly, been made a quick steak and rice, and now obviously I'm live. So I'm gonna be eating on live. You man know what it is. Man's always eating, but it is what it is. Swear he went Jamaica with X. No, he didn't. He actually didn't. So random. Shane was going Jamaica and he called me and said, guess who was on my flight? And X and Rance were both on the same flight as him by pure coincidence. Shane's over there for a different reason, and X and Rance are over there as well. So shout out to X and Rance living it up in Jamaica right now. Do you know what I'm saying? The homeland of all of us. Well, us Jamaicans anyway, and Shane's over there for a different reason. So yeah, by pure coincidence, they're all over there together. What's man them saying though? What's man them saying for tonight? Nicholas, yes, Nick, what you saying? F Tex, what you saying, my bro? Big up fam, no hate along today, fam. No hate along. Big up the chat. Yeah, man. We're all on the same side today. Whoa. Are we on the same side today? Do you know what I'm saying? Dave Allen up against Makhmudov. Right now I'm watching Josh Padley versus Botti. And you know what? The brother that's fighting after this, Bilal. Yeah, Bilal, not Rizwan. Can't remember his name. But Bilal, I actually used to fight with Bilal. Me and Bilal are from the same gym. We both used to fight at All Stars in Harrow Road back in the day. Bilal's about 5 or 6 years older than me, but he was a fighter I used to look up to. West London boy as well. West London boy. He's from Grove. And he come over. He's got a mad life story. But yeah, man, shout out to Bilal. I think they're saying that he got robbed in his last fight. But I'll be honest, I didn't even know he was still fighting. I was watching the previews and I saw him there and I was, hold on a minute, I know this brother. And yeah, so my boy's actually fighting tonight, which is going to be wavy. I want to see Dave win. Um, I do. Josh Padley going to work on Reese Belotti. Padley obviously taking a step down in weight. So he should be the naturally bigger person. But Belotti looks a little bit bigger. He looks like he's got a naturally a bigger frame. Do you know what I'm saying? Big up yourself, G. Big up Manchester Gunner, you know. This is what I'm saying. Man, all the way from Manchester supporting the Gooners, you know. You love to see it, blood. I didn't see his Carl Froch interview. No, what did he say? Truth Seeker. What time is the main event due to start? Respect. We are almost halfway through this fight, and we've got one more fight after this. So we've got about 16 rounds, 16 by 3. What's that? 48 minutes plus breaks. We're probably about an hour and a half away. I think that probably the main event, you're probably looking at about 9:45, something like that. Main event, probably around about 9:45-ish, somewhere in and around that. AB Talks Ball, back again for another one. Big up the man, them. Yes, we are live right now, obviously. And we're live again later on tonight, by the way, for Jaron Ennis versus Lima. So that's gonna be a big fight. That's gonna be a big fight. Jaron Ennis's first fight at 154. He wants Terence Crawford. There's a lot of good fights at 154. So a lot of opportunities. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the video as well if you man are here, and if you're new here, do you know what I'm saying? Please do like the video. And I apologize for my unprofessionalism, but I just come back from the gym and man's gonna have to eat my steak and rice on stream because I am very hungry, bro. I can't lie, bro. I had 600 calories so far today, and man, I'm starving. If Dave Allen wins in good fashion, what do you think is next for him? Puller boy, we know what's next for him. If he wins in good fashion tonight, in fact, whichever one of these guys wins, really, is going to be staring down the barrel of the Anthony Joshua fight. We're into round 5 in this Padley fight. Let me just put this on the screen. Actually, let me just say, I don't know what can I put here. Padley versus Belotti. Yeah, it looks like obviously AJ is a little bit frail right now. And the way that Eddie Hearn's been positioning it, and Shane predicted this. Shane actually predicted this. He said that he thinks that Eddie Hearn's going to try to position Dave Allen for a fight against. Man's got a big water bottle, man's just bro. he said that he thinks that Eddie Hearn's going to be positioning Dave Allen to fight AJ. Looks like they got Botti up on the scorecards here. Well, Carl Frampton does anyway. And Carl Frampton's scoring. Sometimes Carl Frampton's scoring is not great, to be honest with you. But in a fight like this where it's two Englishmen, I feel like his scoring will be good. He's not great at scoring higher level fights, in my opinion. But if man are fighting that Englishman come forward head first kind of style, then I feel like I can trust Carl Frampton scores a little bit more. And again, Padley has come down to this weight class. He said that obviously after the money he's earned in his last couple fights, he's able to be a full-time athlete now. So he's got a nutritionist and he's got like more trainers and he's able to actually fight at a lower weight class. I think this is not super feather, super something. Um they ain't say anything special, but it's a good watch. Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, this fight, the next fight, and the main event will all be good, entertaining fights. Obviously, we saw Josh Padley get pieced up against Shakur, but he's a good British level fighter. Who knows where he can go? We'll be there, fam. Come on, my bro. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Boots, I'm a bit nervous for Boots. He better put in a good performance. Yeah, I mean, I want to see a comprehensive victory for Boots. Dave Allen at the weigh-in looked like he needed to be sent on a Weight Watcher cruise, bro. He's English in it. Them man, that's what they do. Do you know what I'm saying? No doubt, my brother. Even though I'm from Old Trafford as well, I think I would support United. But nah, yeah, come on, man. It's because you know ball, innit? You know ball. Do you know what I'm saying? Arsenal, it's the club of class. It's the club of the man. Them. Do you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. If you like good quality football, you know what I mean. It's got to be Arsenal, bro. Word on the curb is there's a small hat takeover at AFTV. I don't know anything about that, my bro. I knew that people would ask me. I had a few people message me asking about Turkish and James. I have not spoken to Turkish at all. I don't know Turkish that well. Like we've been on a few streams together. He's a good guy, but I don't know him that well. And James, I know maybe a little bit better, but I don't know any details. Do you know what I'm saying? I just sent James a message saying like, good luck with everything. I know it's been a big part of his life. Do you know what I'm saying? And we may do some content together in the future because Gooniverse is a great channel on the rise as well. They do some good stuff over there. So and it's very much the type of content I like to do, the kind of analytical deep dive content. So, do you know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. Eat that steak, bro. Bro, facts. All right, bro. Listen, man is just famished. Famished. Boxer is in the dirt. Yeah, bro. I can't even lie to you, man. Yeah, man. No, like I'm not no big fan of what's his name, Ben Whitaker. Like I don't think Ben Whitaker is ever going to be world champion at 175. But that video absolutely killed me. I wish that I'd done a reaction video to it because I was busting up when I saw it. I can't lie. Yeah, yeah. Speak normally. I can't understand you. I don't know what you want to do about that, my bro. I'm not a translator. I got a GCSE A star in English. So if you can't understand me, there's something happening on your end, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Nothing to do with me. Michael Perkins is here. Club of class. The first thing I come into. Of course, we're known as a club of class, bro. What are you talking about? How much do you weigh now? I was 203. I'm now about 180. I'm about 180. I was 26% body fat. Now I'm 180, about 22% body fat. Trying to get down to, I've just cut my calories again. So I think by Christmas I'll be 15% body fat. That's what I'm aiming for. But for Christmas, I've got to get from 180 down to 175, then from 175 down to 170. And I think at about 160, sorry, about 165, it'll be about 40 pounds I would have lost in total. And at about 165, I'll be 15% body fat. And then I'll switch to a bulk. I'm going to take a week off for Christmas. And then I'll switch to a bulk in going into the new year and start packing muscle on. So yeah, I want to get up to about 180, 175, 180, but be very lean. So that's kind of where I want to be. Did you see the announcement video? Whitaker referred to himself as a black man. Controversial, isn't it? Controversial, blood. You know what I'm saying? But listen, my boy, one of my boys were arguing about this. He said, if you've got a black dad, you are a black man. Shane believes that if you have a black mum, you are a black man because he believes it's down to culture. So some people believe genetics, some people believe culture, some people just believe everybody that's part black is black, in it. It's like, you know what I mean? You tell me, blood. You tell me what you believe. You know, like that. I feel for my man, to be honest, Ben Shalom, to be fair. Yeah, I mean, some of the stuff that happened was Ben Shalom's fault. I do feel like Botti is getting the better of Padley here. Padley, obviously, the first fight at this weight class, and Bolotti's working the body really, really well. But yeah, I feel like um, some of the stuff that happened with Ben Shalom was not his fault, and some of the stuff that happened to Ben Shalom was his fault. Some of the marquee fights that were supposed to happen, people pulled out because of injury, and there were issues with purse bids, and some of that stuff actually wasn't down to Ben Shalom specifically, and those could have been the building blocks. He put a lot of stock into people that he shouldn't have, and some of the key things that were supposed to be the building blocks of his promotional company didn't go the way he wanted them to, and a lot of that wasn't actually his fault. So coming towards the end of round 6, just another English fight, bro. Very, very English fight. The way Ben Whittaker done Ben Shalom, absolutely hilarious from taking him headlining to signing to Matchroom 2 weeks later. Yeah, I mean, like when you say headlining though, like it weren't headlining no big card really. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know that Ben Shalom is um really a headline fighter, to be honest with you. But now he's with Eddie Hearn. We'll see. We'll really see what he's on, because Eddie has a good relationship with Frank, and between them, they've got a lot of good 175ers. You know, there could be. He probably won't fight Boatti, but there'll be a fight with Callum Smith is a possible fight. Um, Yard is a possible fight. He's not fighting Bivol Beterbiev. They would both absolutely smash him. But the British level guys and the kind of fringe world level guys, there's a lot of good. There's some good fights there for him. And I think that him with his style, you know, my criticism of him was I don't believe that he will be able to take that flary, exciting style up into the world level fights. But to a certain degree, it doesn't matter. You know, he was seen as an entertaining fighter, and if people are interested in watching him fight, and that's what some people find entertaining, then good luck to him. Do you know what I'm saying? He's a showman that's going to try and make as much money as possible and show off as much as possible. So, you know, there were a lot of people, a lot of the American audience actually really liked what they saw from him. When me and Shane put out a video saying that style is not going to translate to world level, it was a lot of Americans that were coming for us and saying, yo, like, why are you hating on the boy? He's got an exciting style. We like to see it. We know Americans like a certain style of boxing. I don't know that he can transition that up. And after the loss to Liam Cameron, I'm even more certain he can't transition that up. But maybe that was just an off day. We've seen Anthony Yard lose to Lyndon Arthur. So maybe it was an off day. Do you know what I'm saying? So we'll see. But, you know, it's exciting. It is exciting to see him. You know, I don't want to seem like I'm hating on him. I'm not hating on him. I'm not hating on anyone getting their money and he gets in the ring and you know, it's just my only criticism is I don't think he can transition that up in levels. And at some point, he's going to have to find a style that works for him. But maybe he just fights potato cans for a couple fights and, you know, gets a couple of big paydays. But, you know, I don't even know that Liam Cameron is British title level. So it'd be interesting. But it'd be interesting to see him with like an Aziz or, you know, I think he might lose to. I think he loses to Boatti. He almost certainly loses to Yard. He definitely loses to Callum Smith. So you need to find someone that's just at that level below. Maybe a Dan Aziz is the level below. Maybe there's other people that are just the level below. Do you know what I'm saying? Even Shalom's own fighters used to slide this. Yeah, it's true. Apart from Chris Eubank Jr., and that's just because Chris Eubank Jr.'s got beef for everybody else. Good slip and counter from Josh Padley. Belotti charging in with his head low. Like just head real down low and just charge it in. Really, really aggressive. Padley's trying to box a little bit more. Belotti's making it a little bit more of a fight. And when it's these English styles, it's, you know, the fighter can sometimes win. The fighter can often win. To be honest, I think Matchroom and Queensbury are just going to take him out in the end. Well, he's dying a slow death anyway. There's not a lot to take out. The rumor is that on the BBC, he's got 4 dates next year. And with the fighters he's got, those 4 dates ain't gonna do nothing. Like, one of the dates he's putting on a clash. He's on the 25th, I think, and we were going to be live. I think that's a clash. I think has someone pulled out of the card on the 25th actually. Actually, I think someone's pulled out, so maybe that works in Ben Shalom's favor. I think Shane messaged me that somebody had pulled out injured from. Is it Fundora? Who's? Let me check my DMs. I'm sure Shane sent me something. Yeah, Fundora's pulled out of the fight on the 25th, and I'm sure that's the night that there's a couple of different fights on at the same time. Yeah, Joseph Parker, Fabio Wardley. I'm sure that's on the same night as one of the boxer shows. So it's just it is what it is. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I've got to be watching Parker versus Wardley because that's going to be a final eliminator for a world title. Hit the like button as well. Shout out, shout out. I think that's Shane. I think Shane's going to be flying through the night. He's probably at the airport right now. Shane, when you coming back? Shalom tried to go after all the man them that had beef with Eddie and Frank. The thing is, as well, not only did he do that, but it's the reason they had beef with Eddie and Frank. Some of these men had beef with Eddie and Frank because they were not. Eddie had. I think Eddie is the best from a market perspective of paying fighters what they're worth. And when you had a Coley and Boatti that felt that they were worth more, a couple of times Ben said, "Okay, I'll take you on," and never were the fighters right. Never has somebody gone to Ben Shalom and Eddie been like, "Damn, I really regret that." Callum Smith beat Buatsi. Okoli lost his world title when he went over there. You know, they were benchmarked at that level for a reason. Do you know what I mean? Overpaying doesn't always work. I think Dave round 4 to 6. Come on, Dave, lad. It'd be good. It'd be good. I mean, let's see. Dave. It's a question of what Dave Allen turns up. Do you know what I'm saying? What Dave Allen actually turns up is the question, and it's the question for a lot of these fighters, 100%. Did you see the Beterbiev fight on the November 22nd card? It's off. I did see that. Mando Beterbiev is one of my favorite fighters. So I want to see him. I wouldn't mind seeing him retire, but I wouldn't mind seeing him once more. He's 40 now, and I want to see him go out not on a high because he'd be coming off of a loss, but coming off the two fights he had with Bivol, I think is a very respectable way to bow out of the sport. Whitaker wasted too much time fighting bums. He would have been clear if he had signed with Eddie earlier. Maybe if he signed with Eddie earlier when Boatsi was there, maybe Boatsi beats him, or maybe he still fights bums anyway. And then when look at Yard, he fought a bunch of bums and then moved up to world level pretty quick because of the nature of the 175 division at that time. Now there's a lot more names there, but at the time the gap was so big. He was fighting nobody and then just randomly jumped up to Kovalev, and then after Kovalev fought Lyndon Arthur and then fought Beterbiev. Like what's the you know what I'm saying? Like the levels are too crazy to be jumping all around the place. What are you saying, Ahmad Diallo? What are you saying? Yard's pad work is looking spooky. It may be peak for Mr. Lyons in the camp. What do you mean? Spooky good or spooky bad? I imagine you mean spooky bad, but if you do mean spooky bad, then I don't know what man are expecting from Yard Blood. Because his training's always not look great. His training has always not looked great. Yeah, of course. Of course. How is Parker versus Wardley pay-per-view with that undercard? Bro, it's trash, but obviously man know it's the final eliminator, innit? So man know it's the final eliminator for a world title shot. So they're trying to trade off that. Do you know what I mean? Simple as that. But man know I've been very vocal that I don't rate Yard's technical ability. He's just an athlete, in my opinion. Yard's losing still. Probably. The thing is with Benavidez as well, like he fights on several occasions now. We've seen him fight through getting hurt. You can hurt him, but he can fight through being hurt. So, can you hurt him enough to do serious damage? That's the question. I'm trying to find an angle to eat and not be putting my mouth in the camera, yeah, but it's techie. Big up, big up, big up the man. What we saying? The regulars are in the house. AT, you're going to beat Forest next week. Padley hanging in there with Botti, but Reece Belotti's been a full-time boxer for a long time and at this weight class as well. Padley dropping weight to fight in this weight class for the first time. And it's his first time fighting, or he's new to fighting as a full-time athlete without being on a building site and all that kind of stuff. It'd be good to see him do well, but this is a real kind of test for him. And the next fight's going to be a rough fight as well, boy. Beterbiev has a bum keen. It's time for Unk to hang it up. Nevertheless, I would love to see a fight with Benavidez. Yeah. I like my steak medium still. Man, make my steak medium still, bro. Man ain't scared of the blood. I miss football, but Amarin is here to stay. Yep. Yeah, at home I'd say 1-0. Good right hand from Belotti again. So a lot of hugging going on, but they're coming into the later rounds, round 9. It's only a 10-rounder. It's a good shot from Padley. I feel like Reece Belotti's the kind of man Padley should have fought. Obviously, he was a last-minute replacement for Shakur Stevenson, but with the Englishman fighting Shakur, you can't try and box him. He's just going to outbox you. I mean, you've got to try and rough him up and fight him. And I feel like fighting someone like a Belotti would have been good preparation before fighting a Shakur, because you have that fight experience. Whereas having like trying to kind of clean boxing. I guess he was trying to demonstrate his boxing ability a little bit, Padley, but can't really outbox a real high level technician like Shakur. But you could try and fist him up and bully him and make it ugly. But Padley just didn't have any of that sort of experience. It's a good back and forth fight, this. But it's what you'd expect from these two. Very, very, like I say, head first, aggressive. Chris Eubank doing charity for not doing him dirty yet. only reading his around. Yeah, bro. I mean, it's funny with Chris. I don't know why he don't just promote himself. If he hates all the promoters that bad, does he need a promoter? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, especially if it's like a Riyadh card, why does he even need a promoter in the first place? It's different if the fight was on Sky. Then he'd have to have a relationship with Ben, or what was Sky, now the BBC. Because Yard's fighting Benavidez, bro. Yard's fighting Benavidez. Already announced, they're in camp, everything. Man said you should beat them at least 2-0. A win is a win, bro. Man United's team can barely get wins. Just focus on winning. There's been a timeout here. Okay, we're into now. There's just a little talking to the corners, but we're into round 10. Obviously, I've been talking to the chat and not watching the fight consistently, but it's looked like Belotti's been getting slightly the better of Padley, but close. You can see Padley's tired, though. He's just, before any punches are thrown, he just leaned in and gone straight for a kind of a hug. There's no backward step from either guy. Padley does well there though, lands a good combination and then ties him up. But there's no backward step, there's no range, there's none of that. It's just forwards combo hug. Do you believe Turkey when he said United might get new investors? Yeah, because I think Sir Jim is also getting a reality check about how much money is needed to run a club like Man United. I feel like a lot of man, even though these men are multi-millionaires, billionaires, whatever, a lot of man don't realize what goes into that running of a club. Now, brought new investors, yeah, but I don't know necessarily that will help. The man's shares get diluted. Great left hand from Botti. Good short left hand. Botti a lot better at fighting in the clinch as well. Padley kind of giving him a hug and then thinking the fight is over, but Botti fighting in the clinch. Padley doing a little bit more clean work here though, or apart from there. Bolotti's catching with some great short shots. Padley's throwing a lot of touching shots like Joe Calzaghe, and then Bolotti's just breaking that rhythm with a good power shot. We're getting new owners, but yeah, I don't know that's going to help you. Man, we're just talking about new owners and new investors in United like 2 years ago. What do you think of Boots? He's picking opponents not on his level. He's giving cherry picking vibes. Yeah, we spoke about Boots before. Like Boots got to do better. To be fair, you know, he's moved to a new weight class. He's allowed to fight someone that's a bit of a kind of a tune-up fight, but you know, he's got, for me, the next fight has got to be a name. I've got to be seeing him fighting Virgil. I've got to be seeing him step outside of just the East Coast of America. He's not doing himself any service. There's a lot of talk on TalkSport and all these kind of man saying that American boxing is dead. I disagree. American interest in heavyweight boxing is dead, but a lot of man can fight in their hometown and make millions. How many men in England can fight in their hometown and make millions, bro? Do you mean Jaron Ennis is a world level talent and has never fought outside of the East Coast? So fights over for Botti and Padley. Let's see what the judges say. The irony of English people is amazing. They hate Saudi ownership, but they use Saudi oil. Ahmad, I can tell you don't live in England, my bro. Because if you lived in England and we started talking about all the irony and hypocrisy of English people, we'd be here. We'd be here all day. That'd be a stream on its own. Do you see Devin say he was offered a fight with Boots before he first went up to 147, but Boots' camp wanted a catch weight at 152. Devin said he would have done it at 147. Yeah, bro. Devin's about belts. Why is he fighting man at catch weights? That don't even make any sense. What does that do for him? Devin was undisputed at 22, 23. Why would he fight at a catch weight? For what? You know what I'm saying? Probably said trash, but coming off international break, historically, we are shit. The thing is, the international break is going to give a big benefit to a lot of the teams that are not as good, the lower half teams, because they have less players going away to international duty, which means that they can focus on a lot more stuff. The Arsenals, the Chelseas, the Cities, they're going to lose a lot of players to the break. A lot of players. Do you know what I'm saying? We're going to beat Liverpool. Don't worry. I'm confident. I hope we do, but I don't see that. I'm not going to lie. I think me and Shane looked at United's next 7 games and thought, you man to be lucky to get 7 points from them next 7 games. So, yeah. Nah, it could be a bad night for Yard. It could be. Yard has to win. I would actually say this is a must-win fight for Yard because I know that Bivol has got the belts wrapped up, and I know that Benavidez is like a world level talent, so there's no shame in losing to him. But if you lose to Benavidez, that's 3 times you stepped up to world level. Kovalev was a legend. Benavidez is Beterbiev is a legend. Benavidez is not yet legend. He's good, but he's not yet legend status, and he's not even a world champion. So it's going to start to look like you're losing every time you step up, and that step up is looking lower and lower every time. Let me hear the scorecards quick. Oh, Padley got the win. His conditioning's mad, bro. He's in mad shape. Like I say, I weren't watching the fight too intently. I thought Botti was getting the better of him. Even the commentators are saying it was never that. Even the commentators are saying it was never that. Nah, fam, United are finished, bro. That's why I don't support them. Yeah, I can see Nick. My fan base is divided over ownership. The thing is, football clubs have a certain culture in it. Do you know what I'm saying? They have a certain culture and a certain history. United have a history of, allegedly like trying to do things the right way. As a lot, but United have a lot bigger history than Man City. So Man City will sell themselves to the highest bidders for anything. Do you know what I'm saying? Man City 5, 10 years ago would have sold, maybe not 5, 10, but before they got taken over, blood, they would have sold their grandmas for an FA Cup. 22nd of November. That's when Benavidez is fighting Yard. Liverpool gonna do despicable stuff next week. Gonna belt to the arse on my days. What's your take on Tank? I think he's finished as well. I'm not judging that fight. It's not a professional boxing match. It's an exhibition. So I'm not going to sit here and try to judge the fight as though it's a professional boxing match when it's not. Tank wants to make as much money as possible. That is his right. But if he's holding any belts when he leaves, for anyone that's holding belts when they leave to fight an influencer, they should have to relinquish those belts. My respect for him has dramatically dropped. It was minimal before anyway, but now it's massively dramatically dropped. Yeah, everyone's saying that the scorecards are way too wide, way too wide. Thoughts on Jamaica potentially not making it to the World Cup? I mean, bro, man are never favourites to make it to the World Cup, innit? So obviously, it's more like an achievement if we do, rather than a flop if we don't. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. I don't feel right, man. You being an oil club, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I feel like I'm not even being rude. I feel like not being from England might change things a little bit. Like your view of like Man City are not a big footballing institution. They're not. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not a big part of English culture. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Manchester United and Liverpool are big essential parts of English culture. Do you know what I mean? So seeing them taken over is just like it's just crazy. Crazy. We have my boy Bilal Fawaz coming up next. Like I said, for those of you that weren't here, he's my boy. I used to box with him at All Stars. He used to piece me up in sparring. About 5, 6 years older than me, but he was a elite. I was the volume too loud. My bad. He was a top boxer when I was coming up. He was a top boxer. He's older now, maybe like British level or level below that, but he was a top guy in my gym when I was coming up in the game. So make sure you man are subscribing as well. We're trying to get to 5K. Yeah, but Benavidez is pretty good. Yeah, no, Benavidez is definitely good. Benavidez should win that fight. But I'm saying that will be 3 times that Yard has stepped up to world level. And the last 2 times were undeniably world level. Right now, you can make an argument. I think that Benavidez is world level, but you can make an argument that he's not world level. He's not won a world title. He's not even fought for a world title at 175. Do you know what I'm saying? He hadn't even held a world title at 168. I know Canelo held the belts up, but losing to Kovalev or losing to Beterbiev is totally different. In there, Kovalev was aging, Beterbiev kind of in his prime. That's totally different to losing to a David Benavidez who's never held a world title at 168 or 175. That's a step down. Do you know what I'm saying? So you may start losing fights to people that are a step down from where you want to be. That's not a great position to be in. What's the word? What's the word? What's the word, bro? What's the word, man? I'm here. I mean, man's been in the gym. AR, welcome to the channel. Salam alaikum, my brother. Wa alaikum salam. This was a draw. These judges are a joke and embarrassing. Yeah, it's poor. It's poor. Absolutely poor. He doesn't want to fight nobody. Is Arsenal an oil club? No, Arsenal's not an oil club. Yeah, All Stars on Harrow Road, my bro. That's where I used to box. That was my old gym. That's where I boxed out of. And Fawaz, that's coming up in the next fight. He's from All Stars as well, or he was back in the day. When I was coming up, like I say, we're going back 10 to 15 years now. But when I was coming up, Bilal was one of the better fighters in our gym. So yeah, but the sponsorship is not the ownership, my G. Do you know what I mean? The sponsorship is not the ownership. Do you know what I'm saying? Like cool. Emirates being a sponsor, fair enough. But the Emirates owning the club is something entirely different. It's something entirely different. Do you know what I'm saying? Do we see a big difference in Arsenal spending since Emirates became a sponsor? Not really. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, like they're a sponsor in it, the same way that like Puma or Adidas is a sponsor, but you wouldn't say that we're a Puma club. Do you know what I'm saying? But your ownership, especially the way that Saudi do things, where they've got private equity firms that are backed by entire governments, that's not even down to the Cronkies put money in. Well, the Cronkies don't put enough money into the club, but it's still down to the revenue that they generate, the revenue that the club generates, etc., etc., etc. When these Saudi man come in, it's like an unlimited bottomless pit, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's totally different. But all the brother boxed at All Stars like 10 years ago. Yeah. Yeah, I might have come across him still. I might have come across him. It's a good gym still. But yeah, a lot of the man them from West. A lot of the man them from West would have fought there. When you look at it like that, yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. Like I say, it's like losing to, if you're fighting at 168 and you lose to Canelo, and then you lose to Crawford, fair enough. That's Canelo and that's Crawford. But if you lose to Caleb Plant or you lose to Charlo, it's like they don't look great. And you know what? Maybe Benavidez goes on to become like Beterbiev, and if he goes on to become like Beterbiev and pick up belts and dominate the division, then fair enough. But at the moment, that's not who David Benavidez is. And like I say, he didn't even have a world title at the lower weight class he was at. So we're just dropping down levels, do you know what I mean? And continuing to lose. There was a time when you felt like you had to be an elite guy like a Kovalev or a Beterbiev to beat Yard. But now he's got a loss to Lyndon Arthur, who was not an elite guy. And then if you lose to Benavidez, it's like we think he's an elite guy, but you never really shown that, to be fair. Like you ain't shown us that you're an elite guy. We just kind of think that you are and may give you the benefit of the doubt that you might be. Do you know what I'm saying? So I want to own it like Real Madrid, but it looks impossible. Definitely impossible. Two totally different football clubs, two totally different leagues, totally different. Like, do you know what I mean? You every week, Ahmad Diallo, you come into this stream or whatever stream I'm doing, and you compare Manchester United to Real Madrid. It's impossible. It's you're so different as football clubs. It's insane. Yes, you are both very big football clubs. Yes, you are big well supported popular clubs. However, it's so different. It's ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? Real Madrid are the darlings of UEFA. Real Madrid are backed in many ways by the Spanish government. They used to be backed by the Spanish king back in the day. Like they are the club, the whole of Spain, obviously not Barcelona, but predominantly for the good of Spanish football, they want Real Madrid to be the dominant force. Real Madrid go into every season the favorites for the Champions League. Real Madrid is seen as the biggest club in the world. They are seen as the ultimate high level of football. Manchester United are not that and have not been that for a very long time. And I don't just mean in the Ferguson era. They've just possibly never been that. They've had good eras of winning trophies, but it's not the same thing. Do you know what I'm saying? For me, the perfect club in the world is Real Madrid. Yeah, you should support Real Madrid then. But yeah, like you're right. Like they are 100%. Real Madrid are creme de la creme. They are them guys. But in England, the Premier League is far more competitive. Over the last 10 years, it's pretty much Real Madrid or Barcelona that win the league every year. In England, it's totally different. Do you know what I mean? It's totally different. That's why I want my club. No, I understand that, but I'm saying it's just not realistic. You know what I'm saying? It's not realistic because the politics behind football, I'm just telling you about the infrastructure of football in England is not this is not the same thing. Like Manchester United could never be Real Madrid or ever even pretend to operate like Real Madrid. I knew a few men who went all stars, but most went Stonebridge. Yeah, Stonebridge got Dale Youth. There was another gym that George Groves was at by Grenfell that I've been to once or twice. But yeah, Jake Paul versus Tank is a mismatch in weight and embarrassing to boxing. I want to see Jay Opataya fight Jake Paul, iron him out. I don't want to see that because I don't want people who are world champions to legitimize Jake Paul, especially not while they're active world champions. If someone like Canelo were to retire and then fight Jake Paul, that would be cool. But the Jake Paul and Tank fight, as I said before, is an exhibition fight. It's not even a real fight. We just saw Jake Paul have an exhibition against Mike Tyson, and we saw how absolutely hilariously, pathetically ridiculous that was. If you or I went and put on that type of performance without the social media following, we would never get a payday ever again. Um, so I'm not even going to legitimize Jake Paul. I'll do a stream on it and I'll talk about it and I'll try to make my profit off of it since everyone's trying to make profit. But you know, it's a joke. Do you know what I mean? And like I say, it's an exhibition. If it was a professional, if Jake Paul wants to be a professional boxer, he has enough money, enough experience. He's fought professional boxers and ex-professional athletes. He could just go and fight professionally. There's a cruiserweight division. He's about 6 foot 6'1", 200 pounds. 100. He could get down to 190 or whatever. He could go fight at cruiserweight. You don't have to fight Zerdo Ramirez. You don't have to fight JR Pataya, but he could just go and be an actual professional boxer if he wanted to be. He doesn't want to because he can't actually. He knows that he can't compete with active, good level boxers. So that's not what he does. Do you mean he could easily do it, but he would take more physical damage for far less money? So he's fighting a 60-year-old man who had back problems, and the doctor didn't even clear him to fight a few months earlier. And now he's fighting someone who's 5'4" and 130 pounds. Who's coming off of a draw, that who's mentally not even there. Tank's moving like he's got mental health issues. Tank cherry picked a world champion from the division below, and then, in my opinion, lost to that champion, and then denied him a rematch and ran off to fight an influencer. I've lost all respect for Tank. Yard is semi-world level gatekeeper. If I'm honest, I would I would agree. I would agree. Good athleticism. Say where you boxed at Stone. No, I didn't box at Stonebridge. I didn't box at Stonebridge. No, I boxed at All Stars. Round Alperton, there's shoot fighters, but they do MMA. Yeah. That's on Park Royal. I've been shoot fighters gym as well, but I just didn't like it. I just didn't like it at all. They're doing a minute silence or something for Ricky Hatton. Sorry, my audio's down. But rest in peace, Ricky Hatton as well. Rest in peace, Ricky Hatton as well. Why people want to see Jake Paul in legit sport? What the fuck has he done to be in the conversation? Anyone can be in a sport though. That's the thing of boxing. There's no barrier to entry. For Jake Paul to for Jake Paul to fight for a world title, he has to do something. But for Jake Paul to fight at like a low level, he don't have to do anything. He can just get in the ring and fight if he wants to. You or I could just get in the ring and fight if we want to. If we can pass the fitness checks, we can just get in the ring and fight. Oh, they are doing a big round of applause for Ricky Hatton. Yeah, rest in peace, Ricky Hatton. Proper legend. I never had the pleasure of meeting him, but everyone I've come across in boxing speaks very positively about him. So, and he's a real legend as well. So, but yeah, I ain't got a problem with Jake Paul fighting. I've just got a problem with Jake Paul pretending to fight. That's the problem. That's the problem I have. He's not actually fighting. He's pretending to fight. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't count that for me personally. You know, I can't say me and you were going to fight and then I tell you have to have a hand tied behind your back and this and that. It don't make no sense. You're not really fighting then, are you? So what's the point? Yeah, nah. He's a top guy still. Top guy. So many fighters are lined up in the world to be world champion in every division. So now, if you have money, you can jump all those steps. That's not what I said. I said I don't think he should be fighting for world titles. I literally said that. I do not think he should be fighting for world titles. For him to fight for world titles, he has to achieve the steps. That's what I said. But to go and fight someone at a low level, let's say if we use heavyweight, if a big influencer came into heavyweight boxing, I don't think he should be fighting Usyk. Do you know what I'm saying? That doesn't make sense. You have to go through levels to fight Usyk. But if Jake Paul wanted to come into heavyweight boxing and fight Dillian White, he's allowed to do that if he wants to. That's a low level opposition. He could fight Dillian White if he wanted to. Do you know what I'm saying? Or even someone even lower than that. Do you know what I'm saying? 100%. He can do that. Nick, do you know if Boots' ring walk is at 2 a.m. or do I have it wrong? They're saying it's at 2 a.m. and this live is scheduled for 2 a.m. I struggle to believe that. Let me look at the undercard as well, because I don't even know how much of the undercard I'm gonna cover. Because given it's a Boots undercard, I can't imagine what kind of fighters are going to be on Boots' undercard. Jesse Hart. Vianello is going to be on that card. Vianello is a heavyweight who fought Makhmudov and gave a good account of himself. I think he won that fight. Yeah, the card's not great. I don't know how much of that card I'm gonna go there for. The start time of the card is 8 p.m. We are 5 hours ahead. That's gonna be 1 a.m. our time. I don't think he's gonna be ring walking until 3:30, personally. Do you know what I'm saying? So Oppenheimer is a world champion, so why people ask him to fight Jake Paul? That's what I just said. I said I personally don't want to see Oppenheimer fight Jake Paul. I don't want to see that. People are just saying they want to see him knock him out, but Oppenheimer is an actual world champion. He should be busy and doing other stuff. Vicioli is on it as well. Where's Vicioli? Oh, Giorgio Vicioli. Yeah, bruv. That looks so early. I might miss that one there. I'm not gonna lie. Is that one? Is that one there? Is that worth watching? You saying? I'll go live at like 2. I'll go live at like 2. I'll go live at like 2. 80. I miss AT's comment. Not gonna lie, man, have been saying for a few years that X, Y, and Z need to fight Jake to see him get knocked out. I think he goes the distance with Davis. Bro, it's not a question of goes the distance. It's not a professional boxing match. If me and Shane have a friendly spar and then no one gets knocked out, you can't say that me and Shane went the distance with me or I went the distance with Shane. It don't even make any sense. There's no go the distance. It's not a boxing match. Like, it's not a boxing match. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing? It's like watching five guys on YouTube play five aside. Do you know what I'm saying? And then saying, right, I think they're ready for Man City. What are we doing? What are we doing? It's not a professional game. Like, it's not. It's literally like watching Sidemen or the Sidemen charity match. There may be some ex-professional footballers that's in there. There may be some current professional footballers that's in there. Do you know what I'm saying? But that don't mean it's a professional football game. Do you know what I mean? Not everything that professional boxers do. Tank beat up his baby mum. That wasn't a professional boxing match either. Do you know what I'm saying? So, not everything they do because it's a professional fighter makes it a professional fight. It's not. Do you know what I'm saying? Soup can that about it, I suppose. Yeah. Bad boy tune. I can't even hear it. That Manchester, is that one a bit crazy? Was man on my wiring, is that one crazy? I'm gonna get a WhatsApp from Alice telling me to behave. But it's true, like not just because there's like these men are monetizing their name in it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like if you see Saka playing ball at five aside, that don't mean it's a professional football game. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you might play against a pro. I've played against pros, actual pros, League One championship level pros at seven aside and nutmeg the man or dubs him. But let me tell you something. If I were to play him in an actual professional game, I'm not dubbing him. Do you know what I'm saying? He's here vibes it. Like he's not taking the game. I see man play seven aside against pros and get gassed. Or like academy players and get gassed. Yeah, like let me clamp my man in the tackle. Like, yeah, nutmeg my man. He's not playing properly, my bro. He's not playing properly. He's not taking you seriously. He's just here in it. He don't care if he wins the tournament, loses the tournament. He don't care. Do you know what I'm saying? So, you know, the Baltimore State Athletic Commission deemed that fight illegal too. Bro, of course. I didn't even know that. But that's obvious. Like, but I didn't need them to tell me that. I didn't need them to tell me that. Do you know what I'm saying? That fight means nothing. Like, if Jake Paul were to knock out Tank, I would not look at like Jake Paul was like, right now he's ready for Zerda Ramirez. They don't tell me nothing. I knew it's giving me no new information. When AJ beat Ngannou in the first round, it gave us no new information. None. Because then you got smashed by Dubois. Do you know what I mean? And then Dubois got smashed by Usyk. So it hasn't given us any new information at all. Fury, in my opinion, lost to Ngannou and then had two fairly competitive fights that he definitely lost, by the way, to Usyk. It's not telling me any new information. Do you know what I mean? Man can't watch an influencer fight and then take that information and try to take that into a real fight. Like that's not how it works. Hit the like button as well. Shane, when you jump on the plane, we're into round one. I'm not gonna lie, I want to see Fawaz win this, bro. Fawaz immediately aggressive. He's always had that aggressive style. Telling you, bro. Look up my man's story, bro. He come from he's like half black, half Lebanese, and he just loves a fight, bro. 37 now. I didn't watch the last one, but they're saying that he got robbed in the last fight. I'm gonna try not to be biased because like I see him just holding a basic high guard, yeah, and I'm tempted to be like, oh, what a good high guard that is. Like, man's biased because I know him in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was jabbing to the body early. Now he's gone to a high guard. Now the high guard is a little bit more open. He's telegraphing what he's going to do a little bit, to be honest with you. I think Boston got the decision last time, or maybe it was a draw last time. Because I remember Fawaz was saying Boston kissed the floor, and when do you see a man draw and kiss the floor in celebration? Do you know what I'm saying? So that was his argument for why he won. The guard is maybe a little bit too high from Fawaz, and I thought he looked the more aggressive early, but now Boston's starting to take control. And he's just lacking that speed, isn't he? Like, do you know what I mean? 37 years old. Oh, it's a big right hand from Boston. He looks slow, Fawaz. I'm not gonna lie. He's well conditioned. Like his body looks in good shape. But like I say, 37, and he's looking for a powerful single. And like I say, at that age, yeah, man, he's not trying to be too active. He's just looking for a powerful single blood. Do you know what I'm saying? So, you know, oh, you're literally flying through the boots fight. Fair enough. Might do some streams for England in the week. I don't even know. Random question, Nick. What do you think? His ceiling looks like technically one dimensional to me. Fawaz looks a little bit small, very high guard. The guard's too high. Fawaz is either high guard and defense, or he's looking to attack. He can't switch between the two. That's the problem. And the ref's telling them off already. He got in trouble for saying something about like mental health or something. Like I don't know. How is he supposed to disguise anything of a guard like that? That's what I'm saying. Like when the guard comes down, that's when you know he's gonna go to an attack. So it's just too obvious. Good right hand though. I think his age, he just looks slow. He can do everything, but not together. He can throw to the head, he can throw to the body, or he can guard, but he can't move between them. Murtazaliev, I think he's got a fairly high ceiling, but it's one of them ones where you're not really showing me too much, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a bit like Boots, to be fair. Boots has got a high ceiling, but what are you showing me? Like, what are you actually? You're not showing me enough. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Who just saw a fight under a Toma card? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. Junaid Boston needs to go to the body. Yeah, I think he doesn't hit as hard. I think that he feels like if he goes to the body, he's probably going to get hit in the head, and he ain't trying to get hit in the head by Fawaz. I think Fawaz probably hits harder. So, but that's the chess match, isn't it? That's the gamble. That is the gamble. Like the video as well. Subscribe to the channel. Boots versus Metaliev is a war, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, man are capable of doing things. It's a bit like Anthony Yard, like forever capable. Like, oh yeah, you're capable. Like, okay, cool. Yeah, you're capable, but man, I'm not seeing you do it. Man, all believe that Yard is capable of winning fights at world level, but I've not seen you do it yet. Do you know what I mean? So man's just gonna stay on a theory test forever, blood. Man's gonna stay on a green driving license forever and never get the pink license. We're into round two. It's getting a bit scrappy. Some elbows in there. There's a second warning from the referee. Fawaz is definitely shorter, but he's the more muscular. It's another reason that Junaid Bostan probably doesn't want to go to the body as much. Good counter punch from Fawaz. And now Junaid's going to the body a little bit more. Another good counter punch. Another good counter punch. Yeah, he's a good counter puncher, but obviously, like I say, bro, he's old now, bro. How old is Junaid Bostan, bro? He's a lot younger, I think. Yeah, I don't box, but surely you can't win with a guard like that. You can win with a guard like that, yeah, but you're gonna have to if you're gonna win, if you're gonna have a super high guard like that, you're gonna have to control with the jab. And Boston is the one controlling the fight with his jab. Do you know what I'm saying? That kind of high guard is what you'd expect from like a Klitschko or something. High guard and just jab the brother's head off all night. Whereas he's not active enough, Fawaz. But like I say, at 37, I don't think he's got the conditioning. That's a good two piece though. I don't think he's got the conditioning to be that active. And some good exchanges. I'm leaning towards Fawaz for the second round, but it's close. Junaid Boston's been landing a lot better jabs. But depends. Junaid definitely got the first round. The second round is a little bit closer. And I don't know. Fawaz just lacks concentration. He's trying to do this Ben Whitaker kind of showboat. And every time he lands a power punch, he's kind of showboating. Just there, he got caught by Boston because he's talking to the crowd, blood. What's he doing? Like, back from fucked up to the zoo. Facts. I don't know how well Boots does in a war. Like, this is the thing. Like, I don't know how well Boots would do in a war. Big man thing. I ain't seen him in wars enough. It's a good left hand from Boston. Fawaz, I think, maybe just pacing himself a little bit, but the pace has started quicker, and the pace has started quicker than he would have wanted it to. And so he may be down before he's really moving through the gears. Good right hand to the body. Fawaz high guard with fist up in the sky. Reaction speed will be slow, or he just jab. If he jabs or punches back, yeah, he's landed some good counters, but I think he's got to be first to the punch. Like, this is what's so great. Obviously, we're comparing British level fighters to Crawford, but this is what's so amazing about Crawford. He's first to the punch and first to the counter punch. Do you know what I'm saying? So he can actually land a jab on you, slip the counter, and land the counter to the counter. Do you know what I'm saying? So how do you deal with someone like that? The way Fawaz is fighting is very rhythmic. If you are, you know, decently, I think there's a cut there, and I don't know where he feels like the cut maybe come from an elbow. I think the cut did come from the elbow, but I don't think it was a deliberate elbow. Do you know what I mean? It's only a small cut, so it should be okay. 1-3, you need to be when you're boxing. 1-3, what do you mean? Oh, Boston got a cut. Where is this fight? Sheffield. English super welterweight title. Madam, how old is Janae Boston? Starting to explode a little bit now. Yeah. I thought he got cut as well. 23. Yeah, he's a lot younger. He's like 14 years younger. So he's gonna have that youth. He should have a better engine. Yeah. Ref's telling off Bilal a little bit because he's kind of grabbing around the back of the head to land some of these uppercuts. I think he's getting a bit frustrated with the movement of Boston. Boston just circling around the outside of the ring. Fawaz playing mind games and playing to the fans. Yeah, bro, he just needs to box. But he's always been like that. He's always been very, very showy as a boxer. He loves it. Got you. That makes sense. Some man are just like that, bro. It's like man that play football and can't not do step overs. Do you know what I'm saying? He has to do step overs. That's what it's like. He's always been like that. When I first met him, I was like 15, 14, 15. He's older in it. He's like 20 at that point. So he was just, starting to look at being pro and all that kind of stuff. And he just, you know, I don't get this high guard strat. Enlighten me, Nick. Well, he's fighting someone taller. Junaid has gone down. The legs are buckled. Junaid Boston's legs are buckled. Fowles has landed a couple of clean shots. Junaid Boston's trying to. I saved by the bell there. I don't know if his knee touched the canvas. And Fawaz is absolutely fuming and like kind of headbutted the ropes. But his mentality, bro, he needs to have a stronger mentality to just stick laser focus to the goal and not get distracted by nonsense. Because his legs buckled him. I'll tell you what, I've been hit by this guy before. So I'm telling you now, this guy hits hard. I'll tell you what, he could have sent him. If he doesn't pounce on him as aggressively there, if he takes a step back, it's counterintuitive boxing. This is why boxing is not fighting. You've hit him, He's stumbling, step back, get your distance, and land a clean punch. Instead, he does a bit of like what Anthony Joshua does, and he just starts flailing hands all over the place. Do you know what I'm saying? There's no need for that. Take a step back, reset, and go and land a clean punch. You land one or two clean punches there, the fight could be over. I think we're going into round 4 or round 5 now. Fawaz should have got a knockdown there. Do you know what I mean? Like AR said, Boston holding on for his life. Round 4 now. Remember, this is a draw last time. Nah, Boston didn't know where he was. I promise you, man. We used to call him Remy back in the day. I know him as Remy, but his name's Bilal. Listen, I've told you, I've been hit by this guy. There might be footage out there of us sparring when we were younger, but like I say, I was like 15, he was like 20, so he's a lot older than me. But I used to spar, I used to fight everyone in my gym. But now he's being more active, and now the roles are reversed. Fawaz is throwing the combinations, and Boston is throwing singles. This is really good. I would keep working that body a little bit more though. Janae Boston not quite got his kind of his legs back fully to me, and now they're just standing in a phone box trying to exchange. Take a step back and really set it up. Take a step back and set it up properly. Yeah, this phone booth style is dead. I'm not gonna lie. This phone booth style is so dead because you're fighting someone that's quicker than you. He's younger and quicker than you. Do you know what I'm saying? So you're just standing there exchanging singles for no reason. You take a step back, you start to move, you can catch him moving. Because most men drop their hands while they're moving sideways. It's a big left hand. Kind of glanced off the gloves, but did hit Janae Boston as well. A couple good uppercuts, and I tell you what, Fawaz is very good at throwing uppercuts. I will say that. And Janae Boston coming back now. Now he's landed a couple of singles, and now it looks like Fawaz could go. This is actually a really good fight. This is a great fight. And this is the problem. If you're going to stand in the telephone box, you were going to give him opportunities to come back into the fight. Two punches. Remember, you're fighting a local lad as well. Janae Boston's from them sides. He's from up north somewhere. So when he lands a punch, the crowd is jumping on their feet. I've got it on mute, and I can see the crowd jumping on their feet. It's another big right hand from Janae Boston. It's too English, this style, man. Phone booth, toe to toe, use the uppercut, 100%. But it don't need to be toe to toe because the uppercut's too obvious, and then man know what you're gonna do. So you move about. You can set things up by moving about. It's like in football, standing in front of man and trying to do step overs. Move the ball, bro. Janae Boston throws a wild haymaker. Fawaz gets out of the way of that. And that's it. They both made it to the end of the round. They just stand there staring each other in the face. They stand there staring each other in the face. This is a real like he's got a chill on him, blood. He's got a chill on him, bruv. Trust me. And the thing is, yeah, he ain't getting no decision on the scorecards because I'm sure Boston he's from up north. I'm sure of it. I'm sure he's from up north. Yeah, he's from Yorkshire. He's from Rotherham, Yorkshire. So he ain't getting no decision. Do you know what I'm saying? He's flipping half Nigerian, half Lebanese you from London. You ain't getting no decision up there. Do you know what I'm saying? So Boxfrick has Fawaz at 181 and Boston at 180. That's definitely cap. That's definitely cap because Remy's not tall. Remy might be like 177, 178 in height. He ain't with 181. And look, they're showing, bro. When Bilal hurt my man, yeah, they didn't show no replays in it. But when Boston hurt Fawaz, they're showing bare slow motion replays on that. These men are crooks, blood. I swear down. These men are crooks, blood. Crooked. Yeah, box rep capping, bro, 100%. Rotherham or next door to Sheffield, South Yorkshire. Yeah, them Yorkshire man, blood. Got to reset. It's not nice. That's better. So you go jab to the body, cross to the head. That's much better. Junaid's got a bit about him though. Now that slow mo looked crazy, bro. They're judging the stats, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? That's like black on black crime and that, blood. They're judging the stats, bro. You got to put him on his ass. Do you know what I mean? You have to because they ain't gonna give you no rounds. It's good right hand. And back to the telephone booth thing again. No footwork. The thing is, man, them have footwork, but they're just both not using it. Like they've just thrown footwork out of the window completely and said, "Let's just have a scrap," which is just very English style boxing. You can see that both these men have some level of skill set. Like Janae Boston looks decent. 23 years old. He looks like he could be something, but everything is a fight rather than a boxing match. Like same as Padley and Botti. Like Fawaz has landed a lot more this round than Boston has, but I don't even know if he'll get the decision necessarily. A half Nigerian, half Lebanese is not getting the car getting the decision. 100%. 100%, bro. You see British boxing, yeah, it looks the same as it did 150 years ago, bro. You know, a man used to do that in the old Victorian times. This how English man fight, blood. It don't matter where you're from in the world. Once you've been in England for too long, that's how man fight. And Popeye fighters, blood. Serious. Proper fish and chips, full English pub fighting. Trust me. But neither of these man you want to buck on the street because English man can fight, bro. Like man that have been in English boxing gyms because neither of these man are English, but you know what I'm saying, man got that YIR flipping Rayman swing. This is like I said, this is why boxing is not fighting, bro. Because a lot of things you do in boxing go against your natural instincts. When you hurt someone and he's wobbled, you take a step back. Because we've seen bro, 2 or 3 times we've seen AJ lose. It's because he was winning. It's because he's hurt the man. As soon as he hurts the man, this is good fighting here. To be fair, coming towards the end of the round, they've got to the end of round five, round six, and Janae Boston's following him around the ring. These men don't like each other. I love a fight where men don't like each other. I love that, man. I love all of that. I'm telling you now, when it comes to me, when I'm boxing or even when I play football, the trash talk is insane, bruv. The trash talk is insane. I said to someone at football, "You're so bad, yeah. I can't imagine you being good at anything in your life. That's how bad you are at football. I'll be talking so much trash at football. So much trash. Like next time Ricky's on stream, you can ask Ricky because Ricky plays with me on a Monday night sometimes. Bro, I'll be talking crazy to people. Crazy to people when I'm boxing. I don't really talk too much. I do showboat a little bit, but I don't really talk crazy in boxing. But in football, I talk crazy, extremely crazy. Yeah, then put them up ones, bro. Trust me, the odds stacked against my man from damn near day one, 100%, bro. He come to the country young in it. He's just a young roadman, blood. I remember him. My gym was just full of all roadman in it. That was all stars. It was all reform roadman, ex jail roadman. They just went there to get some discipline. That's what my parents put me in there. Without a knockdown, he ain't winning this fight. He probably ain't even winning it anyway. I'm not even calling corruption. He probably ain't winning the fight, period. But without a knockdown, he definitely ain't winning the fight. Good counter right hand. See, look, he lands one good right hand and starts showboating, bro. There's no need for that, bro. Showboat when the guy's on the floor. You look at like Kobe and you look at like Mamba mentality, yeah. Bilal Fawaz has the polar opposite. Man will do one good thing and be gassed. Like you gotta set your standards higher than that. Celebrate when he's on the floor, man. That's better movement though. He is raining uppercuts, boy. Never seen any body shot. Them body shots went out the window after round one or two, blood. His style was so ugly for judges because he rolls when he gets hit, he rolls his head low. So even if it hasn't landed, it looks like it's landed. Bostan threw an uppercut miles away, and Bilal's kind of taunting him about how wide that was. But this is not the time to taunt because you're losing. So man, doing bare taunts while you're losing. Come on, bro. All round punches, very very little jabs. That's a good left hand from Bostan. To be fair, there's no jabs, there's no setup. It's just stand there and try to time the counter punch. Watching Englishman fight, yeah, is like watching. You know when you see people do that thing on social media where they do the thing with the hands and you have to do that. That's what it's like, bro. That's actually what it's like. That's how I ended up there. that's literally how I ended up there, bro. My parents made me get a Saturday job, sweeping up hair in the barbers. There's a timeout for something. What's going on here? And both getting a talking to. These men are going hard in the paint for this British title, though. I love to see it, bro. Respect the British title, bro, because these men are going hard. And again, Bilal lands a good right hand and starts showboating again. It's a good two-piece, though. Bostan coming back, trying to put together some combinations. This fight could really go either way, you know. This fight could actually go either way. But I do feel like when he was hurt, not getting him down when he was hurt may come back to bite him. Because what it does psychologically to have to get off the ground and what it does psychologically when someone's put you on the ground, it's very, very mentally and emotionally taxing. So it's worth more than just the point. It's not just the one extra point. It's worth a lot more than that with two extra points because you gain one and he loses one. But it's worth more than just the 2 points. And again, they're showing these highlights of they're just showing all the highlights of my man. Nah, it's mad. The refs had to give them a talking to every round, bro. Every round. This fight's actually been entertaining. Shane might hate this kind of fight, but I love all this. They're going to do the IC3 dirty. Apparently, they did that last time, and they gave it a draw. Yeah, they fought last time, and they gave it a draw. And Bilal got in trouble for saying to him something like, "I'm going to send you to therapy the way I'm going to fuck you up," or something like that, bruv. And obviously, they said like you can't really be talking about man's mental health and that. The way they're fighting is like aggressive sparring, standing nose to nose with a high guard. It's a mental advantage, 100%. When will we see Aaron McKenna? It's a good question. Oh, it's lovely from Bilal though. Switches stance, lands the right hand. He's not active enough. Every single time he lands something significant, he stops and admires his work. Every single time. That's why you can't knock man out. It's a good right hand. We're back to the telephone booth again, but this time Fawaz up against the ropes. That's good movement though. He's learned to move off the ropes a lot better than he was doing earlier. And this don't look like no British level fight though. This just looks like high level sparring, bro. That sounded fun. That's why you can't knock man out. You can't, bro. That's why you can't. Every time he's landed a solid bang and my man's been shaken and not stirred, yeah, it's just like I hate the English style of boxing, man. It's comical at least. The thing is, yeah, like I say, bro, in a street fight, these man, it's long. These man will do more damage to you than like someone like the Shakurs or like people that are better boxers. Do you know what I'm saying? Like in the street fight, these men will be fucking lethal, bruv, because they're just gonna walk forwards and walk through everything. You got one opportunity to crack and stop one of them, or they're just walking forwards. 20 seconds left in round 7. Big left hand from Junaid Bostan. This is a round I feel like should be a Fawaz round, but it might not end up being that just because of the style. Bro, it's true, bro. It's true. Man get knocked out by like man don't normally get knocked out by one punch in it. Do you know what I mean? It's got to be sustained pressure. And if you're not going to sustain pressure to somebody's head top, then it's long. Do you know what I'm saying? It's very, very long, bro. You're making the fight longer than it needs to be. Yeah, Aaron McKenna, I don't know where he is. I don't know where he is right now. In a fight on road, you want this type of fighter out with you. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Well, you look like Devin and Shakur and all these men. Well, you might punch one of these men up in the street on a level. Big man thing, bro. You try fighting someone like I don't even know, bro. You try fighting Callum Smith on the street. Long. First time we're seeing Fawaz double jab. It's got to be setting up for something though. He left it too long for the right hand. He left it far too long. There it is. There, double jab on the right. Oh, it's another good right hand. Just keep doing that. Keep doing that. Nope, we're going back to the telephone box again. These man are like escorts, blood. I love a telephone box, bro. Put a little escort card in there. Fawaz needs some distance in order to set up his punches. To be fair, I've got the sound on. The crowd is not hyping as much as you would think, so maybe they don't think the boy has got it so far. That's true. Beterbiev is the only top tier guy I can think of you would not want to see on the road or in the ring. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's facts. A lot of the scary dons are not like top tier anymore, or maybe never were in it. Like Dillian White and Chisora are definitely near the top of the list of I don't want to buck you on the road type of people. Maybe Opataya might be up there as well. Opataya might be up there as well. There we go. Double jab in the right hand again. It's worked really, really well. This should definitely be a Bilal Fawaz round so far. Still a minute left though. Fury definitely. Nah, I don't know about Fury. Fury can't hit hard. Fury don't hit hard, and literally, Fury's not got a great chin. Like Fury, we've seen him on the deck mad times. Like Dillian White, other than obviously now, like take away the fight he just had. Yeah, back in the day when he was in his prime. Yeah, do you know how difficult it was to knock out Dillian White? Like, do you know what I'm saying? The Chechen guys don't fuck up. Yeah, and Chechnyan. Yeah. Them man there. Mamedov's one of them. Mamedov's from Dagestan, I think. I think he's one of them man as well. And again, Bilal dipping his head low. I think he should get a warning from the ref there because he's dipping his head real low. They're still trash talking each other between the rounds. Oh my days. Crawford is peak as well. He can wrestle. Yep. Crawford is long in a street fight. I think Beterbiev, Usyk, Crawford. But I'm not even talking top guys. I'm talking like mid-level guys. Like I say, like a Callum Smith. Like Callum Smith today is not like a top level guy. Do you know what I'm saying? But Callum Smith in a street fight is just a long day. Bellew, yep. Yep. I feel like this fight is more towards Junaid Boston, but we're in round 9. This round and then the next round's the final round, and then we'll be into the main event. I don't imagine a long delay between the two fights. Fawaz has started really well. He's gone for the Superman. I remember that. He used to do that a lot when we were younger, that Superman punch. He likes to jump up and see, which I think that might actually be illegal. I think that might be an illegal punch, but Carl Froch asked who he'd want. He chose Hay, Bellew, and Groves. Yeah. Carl Froch is up there as well, because Carl Froch is a very difficult man to hurt. He's got a great chin. So in the street, most men are not putting a dent in Carl Froch's chin. Oh, got you. Where is that? Is that Russia though? Still, is that still Russia, or is that near Dagestan? Because I swear he's one of them kind of man over there. He's from Georgia. Once this fight's done, we'll talk more about the main event. Same region, practically. Yeah. So another cut just above the eye of Fawaz. He keeps dabbing at it and looking at it. Forget that. Just bro, Fawaz is like the Aaron Ramsdale of boxing. Like, bro, I just got no concentration ability. Like, no concentration whatsoever. Forrest sacked Nuno, but Ange ain't done nothing at Forest. Forest owner is embarrassing. Yeah, that was it's Edu in it. I don't know what the relationship is between him and Edu, but boy, I'm glad Edu's not in my club. Do you know what I'm saying? Now, Junaid Boston's got Fawaz up against the ropes, but the ref's going to step in. There were no punches being landed there. That's a good right hand from Fawaz. There's another good right hand from Fawaz. Junaid Boston keeps coming forwards. Fawaz always looks to be the first to land a punch off the break. Same there again. Definitely a Fawaz round. It's going to be really interesting to see how they score this. I'll stop scoring it when my man was buckled because I thought the fight was done, but does obviously don't look like it. And he's done really well to come back, by the way. End of round 9, championship round now. And they're still talking shit to each other at the end of the round. Oh, bro. Man, what's your favorite grudge matches like? What's your favorite grudge matches, bro? I want to know that because I like it, man. I'm not gonna lie. I know you want Dave to win, but do you think he really can? It depends on what Dave shows up. Like honestly, like man, are making about a lot of noise about Makhmudov, but I think he's got two. I think he's got two losses. 36 years old, two losses. The one thing I will say about Makhmudov, yeah, everyone talks about. I know he's got 11 losses. I thought he only had two. Because Simon Jordan kept talking about how he was exposed by Caballero, like that was his only loss. But I thought he lost to Vianello as well when he did. He got stopped by Vianello. I like Dave, but he isn't serious. Championship round now for this fight, and then get your predictions down for the main event, and then we'll start getting through it when this round's done. I think Dave should have enough to win this fight. Good right hand again from Fawaz. Fawaz has been able to. He should have started a bit earlier. I don't know if he was worried about the gas tank and the stamina, but he's done the opposite of Yard, where Yard's gas tank kind of dies and he goes too heavy in the first half of the fight. I think that he's paced himself a bit slow. He should have started a bit earlier, in my opinion. Fawaz showing he can box off the back foot. He's not shown that at all during the fight. Last 90 seconds now. Doesn't look like there's going to be any type of stoppage. That opportunity looks like it's gone. They've both been in the wars, though. I think Bostan's landed more punches. Fawaz landed the more significant punches. And even when Janae Bostan had that time where he landed 3 or 4 heavy uppercuts on Bilal Fawaz, he never looked like he was going to go. I'd be so curious to see what the judges are going to do. Someone is going to get robbed in the fight. It's very tight. You know what? If it's very tight, then I don't think that someone can get robbed. Do you know what I mean? If you have a close fight, you've left it to the judges. Still landing those right hands, Fawaz. Last 30 seconds. And they're slugging it out, trying to nick the last little bits. Janae Boston's walking him down. Definitely the bigger guy. Fawaz again with the Superman punch. I'm sure that's against the rules. Maybe in the amateurs it's against the rules. And that's it. That's time. Fawaz wants to show a bit of respect, but he ain't having it, bro. He ain't having it. I had Fisher winning before that KO. You know what it is? When we're talking about heavyweight boxing, there is no before the KO. Do you know what I'm saying? The KO is the KO. So that's what it is. AJ White was great. That was a good real rivalry as well. Good real rivalry. Edu cost us PLs, man. The banter I could have run at school with. Yeah, bro. Yeah, Edu's got blood in his hands, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. We're gonna go to a decision now, and then we're gonna discuss this main event. So make sure that you lock in, like the video, subscribe to the channel. We are coming closer and closer to the main event. So make sure that you're here for that. Carl Frampton is trying his hardest to make it sound like the local boy won. He said that he outworked him, and he said that he landed the more significant shots. But he's still like, I don't know. Let's see what the judges say. Janae Boston, bad sportsmanship. Yeah, a little bit. He was really affected by that comment though that Bilal said to him. Bellew saying it was a draw. It was a draw last time. I don't see how Boston don't win. So you think Boston definitely won? He's just mad because he got beat up, I think, to be fair. So who do you man think won this fight? Janae Boston or Bilal Fawaz? Yes, yes, Brycey, what are you saying? The fan zone has got it 53% towards Boston. Max says Boston. I've got it very, very close. I actually don't know. Genuinely, I don't know. 50's got it Fawaz. I think Manchester Gunners got it Fawaz as well. F Tex has got it a draw. So all in all, we've seen a very good fight. That's the main thing. Every time Fawaz had a chance, he started showboating. I agree. Bilal's got it. It's gone to Bilal. Very, very close scorecards. Very, very close scorecards. I think so. It's close. You can see the London boys. Look at the London boys. This little group of London boys making up noise. He didn't realize. He didn't even realize it was him. That's sick. Man, them show me respect, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? I got brethrens this British title holders, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Show me my respect. That's sick, man. That's sick. I'm telling you, he was one of the guys, man. He was one of the guys in All Stars. He was one of the guys who. Mac, why are you saying wait? He just didn't think. I think he just expected they were gonna shag him because he felt that they fought before in it, and he was saying basically he feels like he clearly won the last fight and they gave it a draw. So when this fight was competitive, I think he just thought in his head, I ain't winning this fight. That's what it is. He just thought I definitely ain't winning this fight. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's another Eddie Hearn prospect that's gone down the drain. It's another Eddie Hearn prospect down the drain. Is he still? Where's he fighting at? Is he still fighting out of All Star? I don't. He can't be. He can't be. I was in the gym with him. I was in the gym with Ashley Theophane, who was British champion at one stage. I wonder where he's boxing out of now. Bro, there was a time, yeah, if you look on his Wikipedia, yeah, there was a time where he had some problems with his passport and the British authorities tried to deport him. I remember, and he was registered as a stateless person and had no nation because of drama with his family and stuff. It's mad, bruv. His story's mad, bruv. His story's actually mad. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So, and then he got to represent England like a few times and all that kind of stuff. So, do you know what I'm saying? No disrespect, Nick, but your boy looked tapped. Bro, he looks like a member of the Jackson 5 still, but don't get it twisted. Like, he can throw hands, blood. he can throw hands, blood. You know what I'm saying? So, them kids that be calm and suddenly get, yeah, nah, bro, he's definitely a madman. Shane said, likes, hit the like button. Hit the like button, bro. 37 years old, you know. He's 37, bro. All Stars had a good crop of talent like 8, 10 years ago. Yeah, man. Yeah. They don't say what Jimmy's fighting out of now. I don't know what Jimmy's fighting out of now, but yeah. I know he's still at All Stars. He is still at All Stars. Oh, sick. It's another British champion out of the gym. Another British champion out of my gym. Come on, man. He's still there, you know. Sick. Man said, he does, bro. Tell me you don't look like a Jackson 6 member, bro. He does, bro. Trust me. And now it's time for the main event. Now, on paper, boxing's not done on paper, but on paper, Dave Allen. He's fought at a higher level. Just about. He's fought at a higher level and he's lost to higher level opposition. Do you know what I'm saying? Now, Atoma smokes him. Bro, you got to think about this. Moses Atoma just smashed Dillian White, which means whoever Atoma fights next should be a step up from Dillian White. Dave Allen is a step down. There's talk of David Adelaide. That's a step down. Whoever he fights next should at least be British level. At least. The lowest level fighter I want to see Atoma fight would be like a Fraser Clark. That would be the lowest level. The absolute lowest level. Do you know what I'm saying? So it don't make sense to me to have Itoma smash Dillian White and not move forwards. The point is to move forwards. Do you know what I'm saying? Dave Allen is not, if Dillian White cannot give this guy rounds, then Dave Allen can't give this guy rounds. The only reason Dave Allen might be interested against Itoma is because he will throw the baby out with the bathwater and try and knock him out. He will not give him time to breathe. He will just try to knock him out. Dave Allen is a step up compared to Dillian White. You can beat White, Nick. No, he's not. He's literally not. Man said Clark in 2025. My brother, they're trying to put him in with David Adelaide. David Adelaide's a lower level than Fraser Clark. David Adelaide's never been British champion. David Adelaide's never been to the Olympics. David Adelaide's lower than Fraser Clark, my G. What are we talking about? Dave Allen is a step down from Dillian White. Dillian White obviously got Brock up. So now in hindsight, we can laugh and say, haha, look how shit Dillian White looked. But before that, like we're sitting here talking about Dave Allen on a main event, and we don't even know if Dave Allen's trained properly. Like, what are we talking about? Dillian can at least sell dreams. Like, do you know what I mean? Dave Allen can't even sell dreams. Dave Allen could not be fighting Atoma. There's no way. You're telling me, they want to make Itoma versus Usyk, and they're going to throw him in there with Dave Allen. Come on, my bro. What are we talking about? What are we talking about here? And David Adelaide's from West as well, so I want to support him, but he's just, do you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. He beat Johnny Fisher. So what? So what? Do you know what I'm saying? If you beat Dillian White, you have Dillian White here, Usyk here. You need to fight someone in those middles. You got to fight someone in those middles. Now, you don't make enough money to demand the AJs and them kind of guys, but it's got to be someone in those middles. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. Chisora might not take the fight, but that's the kind of level that he should be fighting at. Who is an active heavyweight that's fringe top level? Because if he goes in there with any of these other man, we just feel like he's going to brush them to the side. So it's pointless. Do you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even mind a Lawrence Okoli. Lawrence Okoli, he's been a world champion. He's now at heavyweight. Is that something? Am I bugging? He's an active fighter. Dillian White basically came out of retirement. I think that's better than David Adelaide. To me. F.A. Ajagba. These are the kind of man, they're going to demand a lot of money. But if you're Frank Warren and you think that this you can actually go and it's like when Crawford was with Top Rank. You have to pay the money to a Spence. Top Rank didn't want to pay Spence. And now look where Crawford is, and Top Rank is not part of that. Do you know what I'm saying? You might have to pay a Chisora or an Akoli or someone to, you might have to overpay them. But if you really believe you have this 20-year-old youth who can run the heavyweight division for the next 10 years, why would you not overpay now? Fighting a Cody's a good challenge for him because of this stuff. That's what I think. A Coley is a well-schooled amateur boxer. He might make it look ugly. In fact, he will make it look ugly. But what we need to see from Atoma is if someone don't just stand there with his chin in the air, can you break him down and knock him out still? A Coley's clinch heavy style could give my man problems as dusted as a Coley. That's what I'm saying. That's what, because I want to just see you fight someone with a different type of style. I want to see you do something different I haven't seen before. I don't want to just see you keep going in there and fighting, man. It's already Brucker. Andy Ruiz? Do we overpay an Andy Ruiz? I'm talking about what would be a statement. Like, if I see a Toma fight Andy Ruiz or a Coley, I'm like, okay, cool. All right, yeah, cool. These men have been world. Dillian White has never been a world champion. As much as Dillian White was good at that time, they try rob my guy Bilal. Bro, trust me, that's my guy. You know, I was just telling the stream. Say shout out to Rance as well, but I was just telling the stream. I used to box with him. He's one of the guys that kind of taught me. Man, flipping broke up my ring light. He's one of the guys that kind of taught me how to box because we were at All Stars together. We both boxed out of All Stars together. Rance, help me out. Rance, help me out. Yeah. Shout out to Rance as well. Obviously, yeah. Where's the light gone, bro? Man's fully judged my light, bro. Here it is. Rance, we're trying to discuss, yeah. Who should he trains in your gym? Oh, sick. Rance, we're currently trying to discuss who should um who should Atoma be fighting next. I've said it's got to be someone who's a level above Dillian White, or at least offers more of a threat or a different threat to Dillian White. So to me, Lawrence Okoli or Andy Ruiz makes sense to me. I don't want to see David Adelaide and these kind of man. That's a step down, in my opinion. I want to see a step up. Do you know what I'm saying? I want to see you answer questions that you haven't answered thus far. So to me personally, Ruiz's hand speed and flipping Wilder's dead, bro. Wilder's dead. Wilder's dead. Wilder's coming off of two losses, bro. He's lost his last two fights. Wilder's in the same camp as Dillian White. Wilder's finished. Wilder's finished. They didn't even want to make AJ versus Wilder anymore because he's got no value. Wilder is completely finished. But if Atoma is serious, Ruiz is dangerous. I agree with you though. Akoli is awkward and rangy. It's a good test. That's what I'm saying. I want to see you answer some questions that haven't been answered. If he goes and knocks out Lucas Brown, what does that prove? I'm saying Dave Allen. What does that prove? Do you know what I'm saying? It don't prove nothing. It don't prove anything. That's the kind of test. If I see a fight announced with Atoma versus, it's getting to the point. You man can tell me if I'm going over the top. If I see Frank Warren and I know that maybe Hunter, maybe even like I don't want. I was gonna say Big Baby Miller, but I don't want drug cheats. I don't want to keep giving drug cheats. He should fight Philip Hergovich. That's a step down again. I don't know about Hergovich. Maybe Crawford Usyk Inoue. What's that for? But you know what I'm saying, like, bro, I think a Coley or Ruiz, they make sense. Because here's the thing, if I see a fight, I know that Frank Warren likes to move his fighters slow. I know that. However, yeah, if I see a fight with Moses Atoma after what he just did to Dillian White and they announce a fight where he's fighting David Adelaide, that tells me that you don't really believe in this youth. You don't really believe in him the way you say you believe in him then. Do you see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? You can't really believe in him then. If you really believe that he's gonna run the division for the next decade or something, you're not giving him David Adelaide. You're coming to something better than that. You're coming to something better than that, bro. In my opinion, need to put him in over Hergovic or another tough Eastern European don, like a Povetkin type don. Povetkin would have been perfect. Povetkin would have been perfect. When see what he can do, and then guys are still there after 3 rounds. That's the thing. Do I think that he knocks? Who do I think he doesn't knock out within 3 rounds? That's a great metric. I don't know that he knocks out a Coley in 3 rounds. Not because Coley's great, but just because Coley's so awkward. I don't know that he knocks out Ruiz in 3 rounds. Not because Ruiz is great, but just because Ruiz has got experience and can tie him up, like, and is active. Do you know what I'm saying? Not someone that is just gonna run in there head first and get their head boxed off. Do you know what I'm saying? Get what I'm saying? Would be a good fight. First time me and Rance are on the same page, to be honest. Zhang or Joyce? Not Zhang, because we know Zhang. Joyce makes more sense. Joyce is more durable than Zhang. I wouldn't say Zhang right now. I wouldn't say that. I don't know Zhang before his last 2 fights, maybe, but not Zhang right now. This current Zhang is he still durable? Like, man can't just keep seeing Atoma sending man to retirement homes. Do you know what I'm saying? And I can't keep seeing that. That's like Jake Paul against Mike Tyson. I can't keep seeing that. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's feeling bad. Like, when I see man knocked out, I'm all hoping and I'm not even religious. I'm all praying that there's no long term damage in that. I can't sit there and watch that, bro. Zhang needs to just allow it, bro. Honestly. I think they're about to start the ring walks as well for the main event. And let me know your predictions as well. Rance, what's your prediction for this? I think Allen should do it. I'm not gonna lie. I think if Dave Allen turns up, yeah, and it's always a what Dave Allen are we gonna get, yeah. But if Dave Allen turns up the way that he should win. Because I personally, controversial, I think that this Makhmudov's a little bit. I think is a little bit overrated, to be honest with you. 11 losses, not necessarily to top level opposition. AJ, nah. AJ is fighting the winner of this fight. Whoever wins this fight is going to fight AJ. Maybe if AJ wins that fight, and then let's say if AJ were to beat Allen or Makhmudov, and then Itoma were to beat someone of note like a Ruiz, then maybe in a fight or two we can see that collision course. But I don't think so. Dave Allen round 5, if the version against Fisher turns up, he should be as good as Fisher or better. Like the video, please, people. Trying to get to 5K. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to be millionaires out here. Like my brother Rance. AJ ain't a bum. AJ ain't a bum. AJ is 2-time world champion, but as it stands today, as it stands right now, AJ's not. Where would you rank? Okay, Brycey, where would you rate AJ in the heavyweight division right now? Usyk's got to be number one. Parker's probably got to be over him. You probably might have Dubois over him still. Where do you rank AJ in the heavyweight division right now? I thought maybe number 5 in the division, which is probably the lowest he's been for a long time. And the people below him are extremely dusty. I'm not saying AJ is dusty, but you understand what I'm saying. Jamie Alex said Eddie probably wants AJ versus Allen. That's 100% what he wants. But we've been through this with, bro. My relationship with AJ is like an abusive relationship. I've been through this before. I've seen you KO 2 or 3 man. I've seen you knock out Hellenius and knock out Ngannou in the first round and delude myself into telling myself you were back. But you weren't really back. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So whatever version we have of AJ now is a more broken version of what we had before he lost to Dubois. The Allen who fought Fisher will beat Makhmudov. I think Makhmudov's a bit overrated. Caballero, yeah, forgot about Caballero, bro. Caballero's over AJ. Eddie was hinting at a fight in, bro. If AJ fights Martin Bacoli in Africa, yeah, that is so dead. Not dead, but it's dead. Do you know what I'm saying? I understand that. The problem is he didn't do that. So we can't do if he did. He didn't do that. Do you know what I'm saying? If Fury wasn't as tall as he is, Usyk would have knocked him out in round 9. But he didn't knock him out in round 9. So it's not, we're not dealing with a Fury that's been knocked out. AJ didn't fight him properly, and the problem that AJ had in that fight, the problem I have, is that the way AJ lost to Dubois is exactly the same as the way that he lost to Ruiz. And those fights were like 4 or 5 years apart, and you're still making the same mistake. So there's not just a blueprint in how to beat you. There's a tried and tested, repeated blueprint in how to beat you. There's a blueprint in how to beat you multiple times over. It's not even like a one time it was a lucky shot. There's a blueprint in how to beat you. So if he was complacent, as Amad Diallo says, that is a sign of mental weakness because you didn't do nothing to be complacent in that fight. Do you know what I'm saying? You're going into that fight already with 3 losses. So where's this complacency coming from? AJ is most vulnerable when he hurts you. AJ is scared to try and hurt you because one, he's a bit gun shy and doesn't want you to counter him, and two, even if he does it this twice, he's hurt his opponent and then got died immediately after. If AJ's in there with anyone who can crack, which is most people in the heavyweight division, I'm not sure. Dave Allen's making his ring walk, by the way, man. Man is saying middle rounds, Dave Allen. I can see it. That was years ago, though, my brother. That was years ago, bro. That's not this. We don't. That AJ doesn't exist today. That AJ don't exist today. That AJ's gone. I don't know if AJ could outbox Parker today like he did all them years ago. I don't know if AJ fought Parker. I don't know that he could outbox him the way that he did. I really don't. That fight was 7 years ago. Yeah, and Parker's better now. AJ's worse and Parker's better. Man, drop your predictions in the chat. Let me run to the toilet quickly. Drop your predictions in the chat. I ain't even showered from the gym, you know. I'm still in my gym gear, bro. He's a lot more experienced, though. He's a lot more experienced now. A lot more. I don't see the Parker hype. The hype around Parker is that first of all, there's no hype. There isn't any hype. That's why he can't get the fight with Usyk because there's not a lot of hype around him. But whatever hype there is, the reason he's so well respected is because A, longevity. He had a world title before AJ, and long through everything that's happened, he's still here. And secondly, he's a good, well-rounded fighter. You know what I'm saying? About to go into round one, by the way. I don't know how long this one's gonna last. Best matchup for AJ today is someone with poor footwork. Yeah, of course. AJ would smoke Zhang, and then everyone would be gassed, and then he'll lose to fucking I don't even know, bro. Someone he just shouldn't lose to. He'll lose to Parker. We're into round one, by the way. Let's have it. We do not think this one's going to go for long. And I'll be honest, like I said, I think Makhmudov is a little bit overrated personally. Good left hand already. Look, already. Makhmudov can crack, but his heart has been broken a couple times already. Well, Makhmudov just go. They're going at it, bro. This ain't going to be no round five, like man was saying, because this fight ain't going to last till round five. Both these men ain't even really got the stamina for this. But Makhmudov has lost to Vianello, like, and Vianello ain't no top. None of you men even know who Vianello is. Allen's lost to people like David Price, who at one time, in my opinion, was the hardest puncher on the planet. He hits equally as hard as Wilder, in my opinion, possibly harder. Genuinely, he just has no chin. Do you know what I'm saying? Dave Allen's lost to people like he's lost to some top opposition. Lose to Dillian White as well. Dave Allen's lost to some serious brothers. Mamedov has lost to some sideman. Mamedov, he's just a big unit, bro. Mamedov just reminds me of like Marius Vac or something like. The crowd love Dave Allen so much. Like, there's off their feet already. Nothing's even happened, bro. Anytime Dave lands anything, the crowd's gonna go mad. Overhand right from Makhmudov. That's what Makhmudov's good at. The little 1-2s. Do you know what I mean? Keep him at distance, right hand over the top. He's just gonna keep it. Yeah, he lost to Cab. Yeah, I guess he lost to Caballero, but he's got 11 losses. And other than Caballero, the others are not really high level opposition. Makhmudov's working Dave Allen right now a little bit though. Because Mamedov's quite technically sound. He's a bit of like a Klitschko type of boxer. Like he's kind of boring, but he's working Dave Allen, bro. Makhmudov AJ is going to be them, bro. Makhmudov's about to get paid peas against AJ. Yeah, heavyweight is different. Dave is not showing much. We wondered what Dave we were going to get. Dave is not showing a lot, man. Them, I'll be honest. It's only the first round, and Dave Allen can't be expecting this to go for a long time. Makhmudov to the body. He's just going to look for that overhand right. That's all he's going to do. There it is again. he's just gonna jab overhand right, bro. And he's still gonna, you know what he's gonna do, and it's gonna be so difficult to stop. Look, he's gonna pour out the jab, overhand right. Wait for it. There's 2 jabs, third jab, fourth jab. Where's the overhand? There it is. This brother is so predictable. It's bad. It's banter like. He's so predictable. It's actually banner. That's the end of round one, man. Then I mean, that's got. Are we scoring? Are we bothering to score this? AJ wants to fight Fury, bro. Fury's not taking that fight. Fury's not taking that fight. Fury tried claim to be the best heavyweight of this era, and after he got smoked by Usyk twice, yeah, he's hanging on to I was the best British boxer of all time or whatever the case may be. Is it just 2? 1, 2, 3, 4. No. He's lost like 11 times, no? My box rec is saying he's lost 11 times. Fury wants to hold on to being the best British heavyweight, bro. He's not going to risk everything. Oh, my bad. That's okay, cool. So it's just the Vianello. Is it just Vianello and and Thing? It's just Vianello. Round 2 and straight away Makhmudov putting it on Dave Allen. You know, Dave's got to show something because he's just looking like a sitting duck, bro. Dave's just sitting there with a high guard, bro. Yeah, that's it. Caballero and Vianello, because that Vianello's good, and he's fighting tonight as well. But he's just not known, innit? And he's Italian, so it's just like, who cares? Mamedov is working Dave Allen, you know, bro. We're only 30 seconds into round two, and I know it's heavyweight, so one punch can change everything, but Dave is just not showing anything right now. Bombs. Bombs everywhere from Makhmudov. Bombs everywhere. That's all Makhmudov's doing is just throwing bomb after bomb, bruv. Oh my days. Dave's trying to fight this fight like he's fighting Johnny Fisher. He's trying to jab and do stuff like, man, bro, there's no time for that, bro. Just hit this guy. If it was Parker or someone more technical, I might understand the tactic of trying to soak up pressure or this or that. But Dave Allen ain't got no great gas tank to be trying to soak up pressure and leave it to the second half of the fight or whatever. Like, I don't know why you can't score this fight because it's clearly Makhmudov won the first round and he's winning this round as well. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's a very easy. This is an easy heavyweight fight to score. I know what you're saying. Generally speaking, that's fair, but this is very easy. Dave Allen's hit him with an elbow and hit him low already, and it's only the second round. Dave is probably bitten off more than he can chew here. Am I bugging? Allen's like the United team, generally speaking. Yeah. Dave has not even thrown a power punch yet. I don't know what the game plan is, man. Them. Oh, and Makhmudov lands a good left hand, and then he smells blood straight away. Once he hits you once, I told you, man. After 30 seconds, I told you, Dave's in trouble. Dave is in trouble, bro. Unless he lands a power punch now, he's in trouble. He might go next round. There's only 1 minute left, and these men move too slow to knock him out right now. But next round is long. Because what you're allowing Makhmudov to do is to gain confidence. He's just coming forwards endlessly with no real. It's lovely from Makhmudov, just trying to pull the guard down and come into overhand right. Makhmudov's not even setting up any shots now. Dave has got to throw something to try and get his respect. Makhmudov is currently not even thinking about anything that Dave throws at him. He's just walking straight through him. Dave trying to walk forwards. Oh, it's another big right hand. Now, Dave's in trouble. So far, unless this is a great tactic from Dave Allen, he's not turned up. Dave lands a bit of a decent left and the crowd goes crazy for him. Dave goes for an overhand right, which was miles away. Dave looks awful. He looks awful. Like, if I'm being real, he looks awful. Bro, Dave's got like a round or two left. I'm not going to lie, bro. Dave looks like he's gone in the next round or, you know, next round or round four. He looks like he could be gone. Why ain't Mac just working the body all this, bro? Because he's not, he ain't expecting this fight to go long, bro. He ain't expecting this fight to go long. He's just looking to knock him out, bro. He's heavyweight. He wants to just be in and out of there as quickly as possible. But I'll set it up now, bro. These men are so strong. The thing is, he's landing clean, bro. Dave downloading information, bro. Dave's downloading a virus, blood. What information is he downloaded, bro? Dave's gonna be gone soon. He's thrown two low blows. There you go. Now he's landing some punches. The thing is, Mac, neither of these men are very good, bro. Neither of them are very good in it. So it's just like Man ain't even bothering to set up, bro. It's just a straight swingers. Who lands first? Like whoever lands clean first, that's it. The thing is, like, again, look at Matt there. Bro, he can just punch straight through that guard. Like, he can just punch straight through that guard. Like, he ain't even got a setup. He can just go straight through it. Dave is too one dimensional, man. Yeah, Dave Allen can miss a punch and they'll go crazy. It's a good right hand from Makhmudov. The thing with Makhmudov though, like, he's not a single bang kind of guy. Like, his highlight reel looks like that, but he's KO'd man with one punch that are nowhere to be seen on the heavyweight division. Do you know what I'm saying? But he's not a Wilder or even a White or something like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Everyone just likes Dave in it. Like, man, like Dave Allen. Dave's a good guy. Do you know what I'm saying? But the thing with Dave as well, with his heart, if the fight is too difficult, will he fight through the fight? Probably not. Like, but this Makhmudov is just perfect for AJ, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He don't throw no combinations. He ain't got no footwork. He's gonna stand there and try and trade blood. And even then, he still might be AJ. But yeah, like, generally speaking, this is the kind of guy that's tailor made for an AJ. Bro, that's his best attribute, blood. This is what I say about British boxers, bro. Normally their best attribute is they try hard and they've got heart. You know what I'm saying? Dave's best attribute is he's a nice bloke. Like, what kind of attribute is that, bro? You know what I'm saying? What kind of attribute is that? I'm not even trying to disrespect him because I like Dave. Do you know what I'm saying? I do, but we all know what this is. Do you know what I'm saying? This is an Eddie Hearn scheme to build up an AJ fight. Do you know what I mean? So if Dave gets flatlined by Makhmudov, then we know what the chat's gonna be. The chat's gonna be Makhmudov's scary, he's a serious unit, you know, AJ's gonna be brave and step up to him when no one else would, and all the rest of it. We know what that chat's gonna be. I've seen the script. Do you know what I'm saying? Dave said he picked Makhmudov because he thought he looked scary. Like, bro, what are we doing? Like, honestly, into round four, I think this is. Dave's boxing the right way to be on his front foot and wear him down. Look for one big shot. He's never outboxing him. Yeah, I mean, if he can survive, I mean, like I say, I don't think that Makhmudov actually has one punch KO power. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like a Wilder or even a David Price. It's kind of accumulative power. So Dave walking down just trying to smother his work, it can make sense, but if he survives, bruv, Dave's not throwing enough when he's walking forwards though. He's not throwing enough. That's the problem I have. Hit the likes, fam. Yes. Do you agree, Manchester Gunner? You agree with me or you agree with Rams? What Rance is saying makes sense. If Dave had a better gas tank, do you know what I'm saying? When it comes to round 9, 10, and 11, I don't know that Dave Allen has this good gas tank to start letting off bombs and save his stamina to the back end of the fight. I don't know that. That right hand straight through the guard. Man said he's downloading data, blood. That's a corrupted file, blood. Look, you know what I'm saying? Big man thing. He might as well not have a guard, bro. He might as well not have a guard, bro. Yeah, facts. I know my Wi-Fi is bookie. To be fair, Dave does this, innit? Dave Allen is not a man that ever looks like. Yeah, oh, sorry, my bad. I stepped on your joke. My bad. I stepped on the joke, bro. Yeah, my bad. But yeah, to be fair, I get what Rance is saying because Dave Allen is not a man that ever looks to. He's normally losing rounds and then just KOs the man, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? So, but don't see the hype, bro. There's no hype, Ahmad. When you say I don't see the hype about this Makhmudov guy, where were you seeing hype previously? Like, there's been no hype. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's lost to Villanello, who you've never heard of before. Do you know what I'm saying? Next weekend, I'm not streaming Arsenal versus Fulham. I'm going to be away at a wedding. Then on the 25th, on the 21st, Arsenal versus Atletico Madrid. On the 25th, Joseph Parker versus Fabio Wardley. We were going to have Fandura versus Firma, but that's now not happening, which is perfect for me. On the 26th, it's Arsenal versus Palace. Then Arsenal versus Brighton, which is going to be a tough game in the EFL Cup. And then going into November, Burnley versus Arsenal, Boatti versus Parker, Slavia Praha versus Arsenal, Arsenal versus Sunderland, and then November the 8th, Virgil Ortiz versus Lubin, and then November the 14th, Jake Paul versus Tank Davis. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. And then November the 22nd, we've got Benavides versus Yard. Do you know what I mean? I've got to get on a stream of Rants and talk to Rants about that fight and see how he thinks that's going to go. Because I think he likes Yard, and I think he don't really rate Benavides like that, if I remember correctly. So we've got to have one of them conversations. Into round 5, you will lose to Fulham. Don't worry about us, cuz. Just worry about United, bro. You might lose your manager. Just worry about that. Mamedov's actually got like intelligent. He throws intelligent punches. I will say that he does throw intelligent punches. He throws from some good angles, Makhmudov, but it's very, very slow against higher level opposition. I can see exactly why he lost to Caballo. Do you know what I mean? You can see it here. Allen got the high guard, but his head is on the line, no lateral movement at all. Yeah, but he's never had that. Makhmudov is very Russian in his style. Their man is so slow. I know the rounds don't matter, but we all agree that Allen's lost every round so far. And the thing is, Rants, like it's not just that Allen's losing the rounds and that, but when he does throw a power punch, it's slow. Like he's not throwing the punch of any belief. He's not throwing that punch of any belief whatsoever. Mamedov needs to switch it up a little bit though. The power left shot every now and again. There we go. There it just landed there as I said it. Mamedov doing really well to tie Dave Allen up. And to be fair, Dave is getting off some shots even while being tied up. It's a good uppercut from Dave Allen, to be fair. Good uppercut. Mamedov is very one dimensional. Another uppercut again. Another uppercut again from Dave. Can he stay in the fight though, Dave? Because he's taking a lot of punishment while he's like landing these shots. He's taking punishment though. Mamedov fight is if you educated ogre. There you go. Now Makhmudov's made the adjustments to not allow that uppercut to happen. He knows once he gets on the ropes, the uppercut's coming. It's a good left hand from Dave Allen, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, for all the damage that my man's dealt, yeah, he ain't really like he ain't really hurt Dave Allen. 5 rounds to zip, but no gas tank at all, bro. Yeah. See my man slowing down already. Yeah, bro. Allen might have the antivirus, bro. I like, bro. He's got that Norton. He's got that Norton security, bro. They both look like they're blowing. They both pause, but they both look tired. Like, it's mad because Allen is losing 5-0, yeah, but it's still a 50-50 fight. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Who wins? Do you know what I'm saying? Dave blocking shots of his head. It is 5-0, but it's still a 50-50. The fight itself could still go either way, which is just crazy to think about. Like the video, man, them. We're here. 5-0. That head body combination for Allen is working well. He could get him out of there late, you know. Big man ain't got the gas tank. I know, bro. I can see it. Has Dave got the gas tank? This is what I said about Makhmudov, though. His punch, he don't hit hard enough, bro. He's KO'd, man, that are sausages, bro. He ain't KO'd nobody serious because he can land singles, and it's just not deterring Dave from coming forwards. I think at the lower levels as well, Makhmudov would have expected, after 5 rounds of piecing a man up, to have done more damage or slowed him down more than he has so far. Do you know what I'm saying? Makhmudov trying to put some. He punches so slow, I can't even call them combinations, bruv. It's just like a bunch of singles. Yeah, that pause is crazy. But like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even combinations. He's just throwing multiple singles. Dave is very good at fighting in the clinch. Very, very good. Yeah, Makhmudov's going to that jab and grab style. He's starting to just stop Dave from getting his punches off. So once he lands one bang, boom, just grab him and hold him. This might be the first round that Dave could win, which obviously it don't matter in the grand scheme of the fight, but I think it's relevant in terms of turning the tide, potentially. Makhmudov coming back though. And that's what I'm saying. For all the punches that Makhmudov's thrown and all the punches he's landed, he actually can't get Dave fighting in reverse at all. Dave is still walking forwards. I doubt that he's dealt this much damage to someone who just keeps relentlessly walking forwards like Dave's been doing. And this is why people love him. The zip has already started to leave Makhmudov's punches, or he's just waiting for singles. We're nearly halfway through the fight. Oh, couple bombs exchanged there. Dave's hands started to drop. Oh, Eddie Hearn is dying for Makhmudov to win to rebuild AJ. That's what I said. That's what I said, bro. Either one of these man fighting AJ should come through that fight. Either one of them, he should. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't know for certain, but he definitely should. We're going into round 7. What do you not think right now, as it stands right now? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Who do you think takes the W as it stands? It like I say, it could still go both ways. Like it's actually mad. Those body shots tired, my man. Yeah, they did. They're both tired though. But Makhmudov again, he just come with that late combination, and Dave's hands were so low. Round 7. Dave can just take so much punishment. Like he's got a chin, bruv. Like I say, he's got that typical Soviet style where the punches ain't really doing a lot of damage, but he's just consistently pouring the jab out there. Like if I'm punching, you're not punching, type of thing. Do you know what I mean? And Makhmudov has no type of like diversity in his punches, like none at all. Yeah, the zip is gone from his punches, bro. If AJ can't wipe the floor with either of these bozos, he needs to call it a day. 100%. 100%. Yeah, remember we'll be I don't know who we is because Shane's not here, but remember we're gonna be live for Jaron Ennis versus Lima as well. Gonna be live from about 2:30 in the morning. Good uppercut from Makhmudov. Makhmudov going back to the body. Look at his hands. Look how low Makhmudov's hands are now. Big right hand from Makhmudov. He can't even keep his hands up at this point. He's tired, bruv. He might lose just down to fatigue. AJ will cook both of them. Let me tell you something, bruv. If either one of these mans land a big right hand on AJ, yeah, bruv, it's an equalizer still because AJ, yeah. Mamedov's doing well, but he just ain't got the power. And I'm just concerned about Dave Allen's power just to lick my man's head off with one single bang. Dave ain't even really thrown anything this whole round. It's good right hand from Makhmudov again. As soon as Dave lands a single punch, yeah, Shane's in Jamaica still. As soon as Dave lands a single punch, he just grabs him. Oh, he's taking the point away. The ref is taking the point away. Wow. That seems crazy. He's taking the point away for that. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Nah, they're not even together, you know. They're just both in Jamaica, but they're not even together. AJ's always a gunman after a loss. Not after the loss against Usyk. These two can take a shot. AJ can't. That's what I'm saying. From who? From who? What? Oh, sorry. From Makhmudov. From Makhmudov. The ref has taken a point away from Makhmudov for holding. I think that was a bit excessive. Makhmudov throwing nothing but 1-2s, but the 2 takes 4 business days to land after the 1. That's true, but Dave Allen's literally not throwing anything. He's not throwing anything, bro, at all. Like no matter what. Shane said he bumped into Rance on the plane. Yeah, Nick, sad, bro. Like I say, Dave's got the power to hit clean and just if he sees Makhmudov wobbled, then he'll go for the thing, but he'll go for the finish. But a point off feels booky. Like a point off for that feels very booky. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think it was bad enough to be a point off personally. Fighting Usyk for 24 rounds is a win for AJ in the AJ book. Yeah, that's true. Dave just starting to impose himself a little bit more. Makhmudov's a funny fighter, bro. He just throws that basic 1-2. There's the left hook. That left hook is there. That left hook is there for him. If he throws it a little bit more, he doesn't seem to like to throw it. Mamedov's like a big, strong guy, but he's not really like showing his physical strength. He's boxing this fight like an amateur boxing match. He gets Dave there though with a two-piece on the pivot. You can see his amateur experience, but he's just limited. Like Dave Allen's corner's calling for the ref for a second time to deduct another point. I don't think it's enough to deduct a point though. Dave's not doing enough, in my opinion. Dave's going in with his head as well. He's going in with his head first. And why is Dave not getting it? He's smothering his face, ref. Dave doing a lot of dirty stuff. I'm not gonna lie. I get it though. Makhmudov's just jab and grab. He's got that style. But once he gets him up against the ropes, he's just pushing his face. Do judges use compo box? No, not at all. Yeah, Dave's game plan does seem to be just let him get tired, but he can't keep pushing his head. He can't keep pushing his head. That point off is still a bit shaky. Dave goes for a wild haymaker and he's just too easy to move out of the way. Even though as slow as Makhmudov is, he's still able. Bro, Makhmudov's won every round, bro. The last round, they took a point off of him. I couldn't tell you what for, maybe for holding, but he's won every single round. Every single one. Obviously, Dave looks like he's just buying his time to to um to land a bomb. But even still, yeah, I don't know. Like, I like the when he does throw a power punch, it's so slow. Makhmudov, as slow as he is able to move out of the way and carry on. Like Makhmudov's fighting boring though. He's very old school Vitaly Klitschko jab and grab. That's all he's doing. Jab, jab, like 1-1-2 hold. I mean, that's literally all he's doing. 1-1-2 hold. 1-1-2 hold. That's all he's doing. But Dave's not doing anything. Dave's just coming forwards like this, and then occasionally going like that, and then that's it. Do you know what I'm saying? F Texas said 8-0. Mac is a better boxer than I thought at first, but super stiff. Pause. Yeah, bro, he's just very limited, bro, like physically. But who knows if Dave is going to try and move through the gears? But he's got a lot of gears to move through because he's not done nothing. Round 9, Dave has to stop him. They're both moving through the gears now. Round 9 started already a lot more exciting than other rounds. They're exchanging. But Makhmudov does have that amateur experience. He lands a good two-piece. And when he lands the two-piece, he's rocking Dave. But he's not rocking him like he's hurt him. He's rocking him like Dave's off balance. Because you look at the shape Dave Allen is in. He's not come in great shape. For all this talk that now he's working with his new team, he's more committed. And I don't see that. That sounds like a story that's been sold to the fans to get them to buy this fight. I don't see that. Dave still looks chubby, flabby, out of shape, and not and hoping for a single bang. This don't look any different to Dave Allen that we've seen before. The left hand is there for Makhmudov if he wants to throw it. The left hand is there. Get around that guard. Again, pouring jab comes straight through the guard. Makhmudov's limited, flat-footed, jabbed and two-piece. Makhmudov is fighting textbook heavyweight Soviet style, 100%. You man are way ahead of mine. I'm on the official DAZN, blood. I don't know what you man are on. I'm on the official DAZN. What's going on here? Something happened? Oh, it's the gum shield. For all the punches that Makhmudov has landed, Dave Allen's still coming forwards, and at no point has Dave Allen taken a backward step. It's really difficult to tell how much he's been hurt. That's a big uppercut, though. That one looked like it hurt Dave. Makhmudov can't push Dave Allen backwards with punches. He has to physically hold him and walk him backwards, but he can't actually push him backwards with a punch. Big right hand from Dave Allen, though. The crowd immediately gets to its feet. One overhand right, and the crowd gets to its feet, but that's what it is when you're fighting in Sheffield. The ref was definitely a Tommy Robinson march, his peak. Oh, yeah, right, see, I'm streaming it. This fight could have been if Dave told us the truth and that he was serious and committed, and now he's working with this new team, he's really believes in himself and all that, then Dave could win this fight. Not easily, but it look more competitive than it is. But the way it looks right now, Dave just plodding along and throwing the odd power punch. He's not done a lot. If it goes to points, he's definitely losing. He has to get a stoppage. And after the next 30 seconds, there's 3 rounds left. None of us thought that we would see the end of round 9. Uppercut. Oh, big overhand right from Dave. Dave letting off bombs. Dave letting off bombs. Makhmudov can't even move. Dave just got him in the corner, letting off bombs. It's the first round that Dave's won. It's the first round that Dave has won here. Can Makhmudov change his style? Because he's just standing there up against the ropes and allowing Dave to just let off bombs on him. He can't move. He's got no movement whatsoever. None. Want Dave Allen. We all want Dave Allen to win, but he's just not doing enough. Mamedov is so immobile. Deep waters indeed, blood. Deep waters indeed. Now that hopefully that's going to spur Dave on to do something. I don't know if Makhmudov can even change his style or do anything different. I don't know if he's capable. Can he go through levels? He just fights at one pace. He's just looking like Dubois right now. Makhmudov's walking himself backwards onto the ropes, and this is where Dave Allen wants him. Now Makhmudov trying to get off some counter punches. Dave has got the Makhmudov again walking himself onto the ropes. If I was his coach, I'd be getting mental. Dave Allen wants you on the ropes. Why do you keep walking yourself onto the ropes? Makhmudov back to that jab and grab style. And Dave pushing his forearm into the face of Makhmudov. But we won't see a point off for that. He nearly had it done last round. Yeah, bro, that's all he's got. That's all he can do. Makhmudov a little bit technically better, but he's too tired, bro. He's in survival mode now. Makhmudov, I feel like, so has to survive to the final bell and get the win. And Dave knows that. They haven't once shown Makhmudov's corner or anything. I want to know what they're saying to him. He just keeps walking himself back onto the ropes. Why? AJ should definitely just blitz both of these guys. Dave Allen again, he's got him up against the ropes. He's starting to try and go to work. Makhmudov just ties him up. Told you, Makhmudov ain't got the power, bro. Makhmudov ain't got the power. The fact that Dave Allen can't beat a guy that's actively letting it. Well, you say he can't, but we've got 6.5 minutes left. A lot can happen. But you're right. You're not entirely wrong. But I said it before. I don't think that Makhmudov has a lot of power. He's got knockouts, but he's got knockouts against very low level opposition. Man is yet to see him knock out a higher level opponent. And with Dave Allen, you can see every bang he lands is hurting. Like, he's landing some powerful shot. Every time he lands a power punch, it's a long day for Makhmudov. It's a long day. And Makhmudov's landing shots on Dave for round after round after round, and it don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. Dave's just walking forwards. Max body language looking like he can go down at any minute. Survival mode, my bro. Do you know what I'm saying? If he can get to the final bell, he wins. That's all he's got to do. But he can barely survive at this point. He can barely survive. And Dave, F Tex has got an 8-2. Might be 7-2 though, because obviously they took a point off of my man, innit? Which that could be significant. Well, that won't be significant. I was going to say it could be significant, but it won't be. Dave could win here. Dave could win here because he's Makhmudov has got too little diversity. Do you know what I mean? He's not going to come forward. He's come forward and land a couple jabs, but he's landing jabs on Dave as he's walking backwards. He's literally landing punches on Dave Allen and walking backwards at the same time. He has no power, bro. He's got to no power. Just standing in the middle of the ring trading. This suits Dave Allen much more. This suits Dave Allen much, much more. If I'm Mac, I'm just taking 2 rounds off. How? 2 rounds off how? And do what? What are you going to do? Tell me how you survive these next 2 rounds. Because Dave Allen's going to try to take your head off. So what are you going to do? Makhmudov has no movement. This ain't William Skull that can dance around the ring. He can't move. He's got no movement whatsoever, my bro. None. That's better. Now he's pinning Dave to the ropes. That's what I would do. You got to try to pin Dave. Use your strength. You're the bigger guy. Use your size. Dave looks really tired. Dave Allen looks really, really tired. Dave Allen needs a knockout. Now, he's needed a knockout for about 6 rounds. Bro, they've got these stats up on the screen that says Dave Allen's thrown more punches than Makhmudov. Impossible. Impossible, bro. I'm calling fraud. I'm calling fraud, bro. I'm calling bullshit on that. Dave Allen has not thrown more punches than Makhmudov in the first 10 rounds. Cap. Heavy, heavy cap. Dave Allen catches Makhmudov with a big left. Makhmudov immediately comes back with a couple of punches of his own. If Makhmudov can match him, oh, it's a big uppercut. It's a big uppercut. Dave Allen don't even have to land that many punches to win a fight, you know? That's real power, bruv. With the point deducted, a knockdown, even if Makhmudov can get up, would be interesting. And I don't like Makhmudov walking back because I feel like he's going to be more susceptible to getting knocked down purely because he's off balance. This is much better from Mamedov though. Once he touches the ropes, he immediately engages with Dave and tries to tie him up. 30 seconds left of this round, round 11. Can he just survive? There's the paw. Just put that pouring jab again, just to keep disrupting Dave Allen's flow. It's good right hand from Mamedov. And another one. Last 10 seconds. You've got to throw some punches. Dig deep and just throw any punch to keep him off you. That's it. Just throw any punch to keep him off you. That's it. And then see your way to the final bell. That's it. Yep. It's another Makhmudov round. This is it. 3 minutes left. If that was Allen, do you think the ref would have taken the point off? Absolutely not. He took the point off for no reason, bruv. That point should never have come off. Shit, I was going to say high guard and dance. He can't dance. Dance. You're mad, bruv. If he tries to stand there and dance, he's losing. He's losing expeditiously, blood, if he tries to stand there and dance. Do you know what I'm saying? That's a skill. Because man like Usyk and that make it look so easy. That is a skill, bro. A lot of man cannot do that, bro. Do you know what I mean? You cannot stand there and try to dance when you got Dave Allen in front of you. And like I say, Dave Allen's throwing bombs, bro. Like, no, bro. No. 9-2. They may shake Makhmudov with the punch stats. Bro, did you man see the stats? They try to say he's thrown like 60 punches more than Makhmudov. Come on, bro. There's no way he's thrown more. I want Dave to win, but there's no way he's thrown more. Makhmudov needs to jab and move. My brothers, you man ain't understanding. If Makhmudov could move, the fight would be over. It would be 12-0 and the fight would be done. He can't move. That's the whole reason we're here. We're into the final round though. Makhmudov starts off throwing punches. This is what he's got to do, Makhmudov. He's got to stay busy. Dave can't throw if you don't, if you throw. If I'm throwing, you can't throw. Do you know what I'm saying? I think Makhmudov's like, I think it's like 9-2, genuinely. So same as how F Texas got it. Maybe 8-2 because the point's been taken off. But it's a wide margin. You win this round, you win the fight. And I will say, I know that Rant says that Dave Allen's got a game plan, and maybe Dave Allen knocks him out now. I don't think that Dave has been good this fight. I don't think he's done enough. I would be really disappointed if I was a Sheffield native that spent money to come out and see this. He just hasn't done enough. The game plan cannot be, I'm going to get punched in the face for 10 rounds, then land an overhand right. It might work, and Rance is going to say that he's a boxing genius, but that cannot just be the game plan. It can't be. 1 minute 50 left. Again, Makhmudov just trying to disrupt Dave Allen's flow as much as possible, just disrupt his rhythm. They've switched the punch stats round. I think they got them wrong. Through 11 rounds, 344 thrown for Makhmudov, 185 thrown for Dave Allen. And Makhmudov starting to tee off on Dave Allen. Allen almost lands a counter. Makhmudov walking himself onto the ropes again. Overhand right for Dave. Makhmudov putting himself in a fight he doesn't need to be in. There's just over a minute left. There's no game plan to lose on rounds and then KO in the 12th. I'm not hearing that. It could have happened though. It could still happen now, but Makhmudov's just going to keep tying him up. Keep tying him up. They're calling for a point to get deducted. The ref's going to take another point off. The ref is taking another point off Makhmudov. I don't mind that though. If I'm Makhmudov, I'll do that. I've got 50 seconds left to survive. That's cool with me, bro. Makhmudov should be winning 8-2. With that point taken off, 7-2. But still, should still be a win for Makhmudov. Last 35 seconds, I know Dave Allen's going to pull something out. Last 30 seconds, Dave has got to try and pull something out. There he goes. He starts to try and throw some bombs. Last 20 seconds. Makhmudov's trying to move a little bit. Both these guys are tired. Dave is absolutely blowing. He goes for one big overhand right. Last 10 seconds. Makhmudov still throwing punches. Dave goes for another bomb. He goes for another big right hand. Makhmudov taking the piss out of him now. That's got to be Makhmudov 7-2. That's got to be Makhmudov 7-2. That has to be. That's got to be Makhmudov 7-2. And that's even with the 8-2. Apologies. That's got to be Makhmudov 8-2. It's got to be. It's got to be. How could you see what you mean? You can see Dave Allen winning like genuinely or by corruption. That's 10-2. You think that's the game plan? That's a terrible game plan. That's an awful game plan. Yeah, bro, he just got vexed. That was just anger management. He just said fuck it. He just said fuck it. How do you man have that? Because to me, I've got that 10-2. maybe 8-2 with the 2 points deducted. But I can only give Dave Allen 2 rounds. Alan loading up like super ninja. Bro, I told you, bro. He downloaded the virus blood about downloading data, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He downloaded that data from LimeWire. Do you know what I'm saying? It's peak. We are in England. The ref and the judges favor the Caucasian fighter. AR, they're both Caucasian, you nutcase. What are you talking about, bruv? Makhmudov's Caucasian as well, you nutter. What are you on about? Correct game plan from Dave Allen, but didn't have the engine to execute it. But again, it's poor conditioning, bro. This is why I said I'm disappointed, because he literally said, yeah, like, I've worked really hard this time. I'm taking it seriously, blah, blah, blah. Bro, no, bro. Points deduction don't make a difference, bro. It was 10-2, and even with the points deduction, you can't give Dave Allen more than 2 rounds. Can anyone rant? You man wanted him to win, yeah? How do you man score this fight? Because I've got it 10-2. 8-2 with the deductions. How do you man score this fight? 5 rounds for Dave Allen. Points deduction sets man up for a Bandulu draw. Oh, bruv. Bruv. We are about to watch a 6'7" Russian get robbed in real time. 10-2 Mamedov is how I have it. That's how F Texer has it. Have you man ever seen a Russian man get robbed in Sheffield before? Because if you ain't, we're about to. Dave Allen's already clapping because he knows. Yeah, they didn't rob him. They gave it to Makhmudov. Unanimous decision. I told you, like, blood. Dave Allen downloaded nothing but a corrupted file, bro. I've told you. I said he's downloading data, bro. Like Dave Allen's some intelligent fighter to be downloading anything. Do you know what I'm saying? He can't download nothing, blood. Do you know what I mean? Imagine 2 points deducted and you still lose 117-109. Facts. Facts. In your own backyard. Matt Widdow's talking to Frank Smith, said, yeah, so I get AJ now, yeah? Like, I get AJ. There's the scorecards as well. 115, 111, 116, 110, 117, 109. 117, 109 is rude, with 2 points deducted. Bro, nah, man. Man, we yeah. What can I say about that? What can I say about what I just watched? This whole card was British boxing at its best, bro. It depends on the Dave Allen that turns up, bro. Bro, it does. It does, bro. Do you know what I mean? This Dave Allen didn't turn up. The real Dave Allen's still in the dressing room. Do you know what I mean? All I saw is this team in the corner just screaming for points deducted, bro. Their game plan was just get points deducted from the Russian. That was it, bro. That was it. Do you know what I'm saying? And rely on the crowd to gas man. That was the whole game plan. Mamedov said, "Sorry, blood. Sorry for beating your favorite fighter." Oh, bro. Man says, "Sorry for beating your favorite fighter." Oh my days. AJ puts Mac on a t-shirt if they fight. Yeah, yeah, bro. That's perfect. AJ versus Mac is the perfect fight for him to build his confidence. I'll be real, bro. Is this where we're at, bro? Man of 35 trying to build their confidence in that, blood. I get it. Like, don't get me wrong, I do get it. AJ's 36 in on Wednesday. Do you know what I'm saying? AJ versus Mac next. Do you know what? Yeah. Do you not think? Yeah. Do you not think this is a bit of spite from Eddie Hearn to because Alan beat his golden boy? Do you think Eddie's like, yeah, fuck you, blood? I'm gonna get you pieced up, you idiot, for destroying Johnny Fisher, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Johnny Fisher's dad is somewhere shouting Bosch right now, bro. Makhmudov said, I know that you, man, this is your favorite fighter, but I told you before the fight, I'm gonna make you love me. It's like, bro, I'll be real with you, yeah. These man ain't never gonna love you, bro. Chisora versus Allen, potentially, yeah. They had man saying sorry for schooling your guy. Bro, Saeed moving brazy. I don't know. Well gone for these trolls, man. Dave Allen must be doing daily Chinese sit downs with Big John because his conditioning was trash. Facts. Facts. You look like you're new here as well, so subscribe to the channel. But facts, bro. This bro. Dave Allen, yeah. Let's be real, yeah. Away from the fact that he's a nice guy and all this kind of stuff, yeah. Away from all of that, yeah. Dave Allen conned his fans today. Dave Allen conned his fans today, yeah. And I'll be real. Derek Chisora flattens this version of Derek Chisora flattens Dave Allen. Dave Allen conned his fans, bro. He did. Because he told you, man, that it was a new Dave Allen. I'm a new man. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm taking it seriously. I've got belief in myself and all this kind of jargon, yeah. And he just didn't, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Because he just turned up looking like he was going to the pub for a scrap. Do you know what I'm saying? He didn't look any better than he normally does. Do you know what I'm saying? That Dave Allen didn't even look better than Johnny Fisher. The Dave Allen that fought Johnny Fisher. Do you know what I'm saying? That was we saw a poor Dave Allen today. Do you know what I'm saying? You see Mac's face light up when he heard AJ, bro, seeing dollars. Of course. That's still the money fight. Do you know what I mean? AJ still generates more revenue. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know what he's gonna do if he wins, because, you know, he probably just wants to bow out in some respectable manner, but do you know what I mean? Because he can't fight Usyk again because he'll lose. He potentially loses to Atoma. Like, who knows, bro? Who actually knows where? Even if AJ wins these fights, who knows where he goes? Like, honestly, big money fight for Allen. Weirdly enough, evenly matched. I think Chisora brucks up Dave Allen right now, bro. I was live in row 3 watching Derek Chisora smash up um um Joyce. Do you know what I'm saying? Chisora will leave no stone unturned. What Dave Allen just did for 30 seconds in that fight, Chisora will do that for 5 rounds. He'll do that consistently for 5 rounds. Do you know what I'm saying? I can't see Dave Allen beating Derek Chisora. I can't see it. I actually can't see it. If Mac beats AJ, me too, I'm disappointed. I see Mac landing a heavy punch on AJ. The thing with Mac, though, all his punches are straight. AJ is very susceptible to hooks and uppercuts. If AJ fights how he fought against Robert Helenius, he wins very comfortably. Makhmudov is there to be seasoned, preheat the grill, little bit of extra virgin olive oil, and then fried, bruv. He's there for that. Do you know what I'm saying? He's actually so there for that. Do you know what I'm saying? He like it's perfect for AJ. AJ will fry him. AJ will 100% fry him. 100%. He can't deal with shots to the body. Caballero showed us that. He hasn't got a great chin. He hasn't even got a great punch. None of his punches really hurt Dave Allen. I actually think Dave might have actually hurt Makhmudov more than Makhmudov more than Makhmudov hurt Dave. And Makhmudov landed triple the punches. He ain't got a one shot bang like uh Dubois. He's not got fast hands like Ruiz. I think AJ deals with him comfortably. Like Ranson, I was saying before, he's tailor made for someone like AJ. tailor made, in my opinion. Do you know what I mean? So it's just what it is. It's just what it is. Is the only heavyweight who realized on the semi-pro cumulative who who can just pull power out of nowhere. But yeah, that's it, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Dave Allen, maybe a fight with Chisora, but even then, I would just tell Dave Allen, in the words of my boy Prince Nassim Hamed, just finish, just finish, because you know what it is, yeah. Dave is a man who lacks motivation. And if you've listened to Talk Sport or watched any of the interviews or anything like that, they have tailor made this whole build up for Dave Allen. This is Dave, this is your redemption song. You're with the right team. You are with it's not wild to say that Chisora beats AJ. No, that's not wild. That is a very real possibility. Do you know what I mean? That is a very, very real possibility for sure. But this whole build up, the reason I'm upset with Dave is this whole build up is tailor made for him. Dave, if Dave wins this, he could be big money fights. They were talking about Dave Allen versus Wilder. They were talking about Dave Allen versus AJ. They're talking about all these different things. You're at home in front of your home crowd. You beat my man at the cop. You beat Johnny Fisher at the Copper Box. You're away from home. Now you're at home. You're in your crowd. This is supposed to be the most motivated, dedicated Dave Allen we've ever seen, and that's what we just saw. There weren't no downloading data. Do you know what I'm saying? There weren't, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He wasn't even downloading Netflix. Do you know what I'm saying? He was on the hub. He was downloading OnlyFans. Do you know what I'm saying? He weren't downloading nothing of any type of, do you know what I'm saying, of any type of note in any way, shape, or form. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. Dave, it's time to finish. Dave Allen disappointed me actually bought into the story. Yeah, 100%. Bro, imagine we're not even grey. Imagine you're white and English, then you're extra going to buy into the story. Do you know what I'm saying? Come on, Dave. Bro, what? Man could have been out at a rave, walking gyal and drawing numbers, but instead I'm here watching you get fist up by a Russian brother. What for? Like, what a waste of an evening, bro. I'll be honest. I like Dave Allen as well. I do. But come on, my bro. Do you know what I mean? Come on, my bro. When Derek Chisora says I'm motivated, he's motivated. I've seen Derek Chisora say I'm motivated and give a good account of himself. Do you know what I'm saying? Dave is running this nice guy gimmick, and he's he's run out of gimmicks, bro. Just that's what it is. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he made around 250 grand last payday. Go buy a nice house in Sheffield. Bob's your uncle. Do you know what I'm saying? But that's enough of that. On to real boxing. I'm taking a break, but in a few hours' time, 2:30-ish, 2:30-ish, I'm going to be going live for Jaron Ennis versus Lima. Listen, this is the first fight for Jaron Ennis at 154, taking a big step up. There's big fights there for him. We want to see him fight the likes of Stanionis. We want to see him fight the likes of Virgil Ortiz, which is a main collision course that he's on. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot there to be done. Who knows if there's a potential future fight with Crawford, maybe even at 160 if he moves up again at some point in the future. Who knows? Who knows? But for now, let's see how this brother moves up to 154. That's the initial question. That's the first question right now. And Lima's not great, but Jaron Ennis needs to put in a good performance. Do you know what I mean? And he's starting to transition from being this underrated boxer to being one of the stars of boxing. And we need to see when you have the pressure on your head, like Dave Allen did tonight, you are the star, you're in front of your home crowd, go and put on a show. Can you do that? We are going to find out at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock this morning. But for now, I'm going to go take a break, grab some food. I'll be back live. I'll see you, man, there. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. See you, man, in a few hours. Peace and love every time. You already know what it is. Shane, Rants, I'll see you, man, in a bit. Yeah, man. And for now, we're out, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Peace and love every time. You already know what it is.